Want to welcome everybody to the Crypto Kingdom and Bitcoin Spike. This is London. We're going to go through some details today on Bitcoin, on Dogecoin. We forgot the intro today, but that's okay. Had a little bit of technical issues on the side. Want to welcome you guys into the chat. Want to shout out to all the VIP. What is up, VIP? We had a great last 24 hours. Want to update everyone. Want to update you on VIP, what they have been trading in terms of Doge. How to pump to the upside. Want to talk about the details on Doge. Guys, we do trade Doge. Just so you know, we are thick with Doge. It's just the issue here. We have been trading Doge for a while, encouraging people to not be overexposed at the top sides, hitting the bottom recently. Shout out to Pathfinder. We will go through today a very interesting last several hours, guys, in terms of Cello. Huge upside on Cello. The actual 3L coin hit a 100% return. Shout out to the VIP. I went ahead and shot them, guys. I gave the VIP a nice, I'd say kind of not a teaser, but just a technical update last night, this morning. And in terms of that move to the upside, just beautiful. If you guys aren't familiar with our VIP, you need to join. You'll see right in here the Cello update I gave last night in terms of the specific triangulation we were in. Just
additional shout out to the VIP.
There we go. Some of those, some of those, I'd say just real crucial updates that maybe the community's not getting overall. That's one of the benefits of being in VIP are these types of just by the hip, from the hip, bam, quick VIP restricted zone on a 100% move today. Shout out to Freddie, shout out to Pathfinder, shout out to Slim. I know you guys are trading in the back. We'll see if Cello is done, where it's at. We have upside targets, etc. And we're looking forward to seeing how it continues to perform. Okay, there's a few, I don't know, there's a few people in the back just don't think the Cello is done. Interesting project, kind of layer one, etc. Some interesting stuff. We'll go over BTC, of course. You guys know Bitcoin is home here. Angel, shout out to you, brother, #1 VIP, and you guys shout out in the chats. Let me know what's going on. If you traded Cello and your VIP, congratulations, shout out and let me know in the chats, guys. And I'll go ahead and get out a probably need to get out let's see, a little bit of a appreciate one guy hitting the like button. That's cool. When I see multiple people in the in the room and there's a few, maybe one that hits the like button, I'm like, why are you here? Anyway, it's not that big of a deal just to hit it, man. Just let me know that you belong here. I don't know. Maybe you don't like, maybe you're banned from the channel. I have no idea, guys. That's not my business. Okay, if you're banned from the channel, that's not my business. This is London. We have Bitcoin Spike, and we'll go through Cello a bit today. There's an aggressive target to the upside. Congrats to any VIP who hammered out a 3L on L Bank. You guys know we trade on L Bank. Just phenomenal in terms of the return today. L Bank paid well. You guys have to say. L Bank paid very well on their specific 3L coin, and that should be noted because not all 3L coins on different exchanges will actually pay that 3L. And L Bank kind of, what we say, L Bank almost overpaid, guys. It was a nice run to the upside, 100% gain on L Bank. So L Bank is one of the exchanges that's still valid, US, etc. No problems if you look into it. I think in terms of the overall, at least, ability to operate. So we're excited about L Bank to let you guys know, and I wouldn't bring it to you, but otherwise, guys, it was a 100% gain. Robert in the house. What's up, Robert? Nice to see you. Bam, nice to see you, Robert. Hopefully you're trading on L Bank as well. I just want to drop in the L Bank sign up if you guys want to sign up. And again, that 100% on Cello. We covered Cello last night in VIP. We talked about it just a bit here recently, and there I pinned the L Bank there for you at the top. Pretty good interface. I just I don't know, before you really start to heavily trade on it, I would want to maybe talk to you, or you talk to somebody else about picking up your strong targets on like 3L coins. So Cello's trying to make some positive headway towards the top. We'll probably go into the lower time frames to see what Cello is up to. BTC on the right here. Looking at BTC, let's just framework into BTC real quickly as we look at the details. We have a push, and I would just say an expanding, kind of an open diagonal wedge, non-diagonal wedge, actually just an open expanding channel here on the framework here, an expanding wedge, we would say, in terms of lateral, yes, in terms of BTC. So a fake out is definitely in the mix. Were we to look at this specific pattern on BTC, just so that you're aware, a fake out would just be fine with BTC right now to follow this level of resistance across the top and to further potentially drop down to this specific level. So it's been kind of I'd say muted. It feels like the price action is just kind of very stagnant on BTC as the altcoins continue to kind of really impress up and down in terms of some of the key features that are the key focus coins that are really doing well. We've had some fun in the back. I want to let you guys know that Cello is trying to hold on for the start of the day, and it hasn't been a straight rocket ship up, just to let you know, but that 3L coin literally paid. Literally, guys, the return was 100% in one day, so that was very, very nice. I think Freddie, 100. I'm going to put 100%, and you guys know that we've covered that in stream on Cello. Here we go, Cello 3L. I'm going to put this in the in the chat just so you guys know that L Bank is staying pretty true to the word in terms of their leveraged coins. It's very nice. It's good to see an exchange that's really offering what they're selling, right? Because that you don't always see that on sometimes on 3L guys. You'll see a return of like 2, right? Just twice the amount instead of 3 times. So it's nice to see. Nice to see that. On Cello, you'll see the specific framework of this descending wedge that was hopped up and out with an ascending triangle. Bam. Nice framework, guys. We're going to pay attention to price action. If you don't know about Cello, don't worry about it. Look at the technicals real quickly on a 100% moving coin on 3L. Very interesting. We'll go through Doge. We'll go through BTC as well. While this is a little bit hot, we want to just give it some, some attention from VIP. It wasn't without a few staggards here in terms of just some stagnant price action while it was consolidating. We had a wedge formation there, and it looks like it's trying to consolidate across the top. So we will see to the extent how it chooses to perform once it has broken up and out of this specific formation on the lines and on the candles. We just conquered this on the candles, so you are up and out of that. We have a higher target price. It's the most aggressive price. I'll just tell you that. If you already booked your trade, congratulations. If you're pushing for more, we'd look for this in terms of the upside potential. Just to catch you guys up on what I've been talking with the VIP about, right? I shot them a video last night, bam, right here, in terms of Cello. Just after the breakout, boom, just talking essentially that it was headed up, and nice to see that 100% return on the 3L. Congratulations to anybody who booked a trade. If you're looking to get in a little bit late, I'll just tell you there may be room left on the target, but it's kind of like, is that my party or not? And not to make a comment at all about my group or your group or this group, but it just feels like that with trades sometimes. You guys know that if you get in late to the trade, sometimes it's like, well, you find out that wasn't your party to start with for some reason, and your party could be any party. It's pretty much the trade that you choose. You guys know that. The trade that you choose, a lot of times you'll stick with that trade. If you want to walk that trade to the target, then that's fine. So Cello on the left-hand side, down about 1.36% after a 25% day. Very nice to be at the top of the price action on, I'd say, solid coins. Mina is up, rose up. Slightly 3%, 2%. Looking at Rune, Sheeb trying to crawl, Rune trying to crawl higher, and Sheeb trying to crawl out. You guys know that. In terms of the other coins, kind of a quiet day thus far. And in terms of additional coins that we've kind of talked about, I'm going to stick kind of with Ethereum. I think Ethereum has one of the best charts in crypto. It's not aggressively moving right now. If you know Ethereum, you know it doesn't move aggressively, but there is a higher target in play for Ethereum. So to the extent that is still in the works, and you have maybe a heavier position that you've gathered in this zone, yeah, Ethereum could continue to impress about another 15 to 18% to the upside if it can get over. And guys, please pay attention. Let's go through Doge. Anyone will go through Doge? Very important, guys. Let's talk about Doge real quickly. Let's put Cello on the back burner for just a minute. Very interesting on Doge, guys. And I hope that you paid attention to the specific video that I brought you. It contained one of the most fundamental precepts of any, I say, of anything you can really consider or learn about or know about in the bull pennant category, right? The bull pennant category. What is a bull pennant? Let's discuss this real quickly. It's hugely important, guys. This move to the upside on Doge. You guys know this. Bam. Nice move to the upside. And you can cut your teeth on Doge, then you can trade anything. I'll just say that in terms of its ability to teach you technicals, not being overexposed, etc. It's a great coin to become familiar with crypto on. It just is. As we look at Doge, I pointed out to the VIP when we had launched up, and it was a nice launch to see to the upside. What I pointed out to the VIP, and I think I let Torque know as well. What's up, Torque? If you're around, let you know. Watch out for that specific ascending wedge. Now, the ascending wedge wasn't really necessary to draw because, let's say one thing, it did coincide with another phenomenon that you'll see with a bull pennant. Bull pennant is a nice move to the upside, right? Bam, good move to the upside. Symmetrical consolidation, essentially a symmetrical triangulation here that we saw on Doge. Now, one of the phenomenons that I tell you guys about is one of the market rules. It's one of the TA rules. And it's not my rule, guys. It's a TA rule as you would look at the specific here. And you guys know, former financial professional, not financial advice. You guys go get that on your own if you need it. As I look at the specific, let's do this with a parallel channel underneath your trend line. Bam, parallel channel. We're going to draw that along the line of support. We're going to raise that up. Bam, you guys see me do that. 100 times. You see me do it once, right? In terms of that parallel function, bam, raise to the upside, absolutely, boom. So that was the target take for the market on Doge. Not good, bad, or indifferent, guys. It just was. It is when you're dealing with any symmetrical triangulation here, which the top of a bull pennant necessarily is. It includes this symmetrical triangulation. You guys know that. All right, now it can play to the upside. I'll let you know it could have played to the upside more aggressively as we look at the technicals involved. It could have repeated the entirety of the amplitude. Bam, that would have been the preference of the bulls, right? To really, to really extend this price all the way to the top. When you hear me talk about, even quickly, when I say, but do remind yourselves of the dynamic of any symmetrical triangulation, the pull-up feature from the support to the resistance, to this top hit along that line of resistance. Just be aware, because you see Doge, it hit that top line resistance, carried over in the form of a parallel channel framework. You see that, bam, just it decided to crater back down. The market took, okay? So the traders took. It's not an opinion. It's not a you were right or you were wrong. It is what it is. This is a target function of Doge. Bam, of any symmetrical triangulation, pulling that support line up to that top line initiation feature in terms of that first pivot on the line of resistance. Bam, you see that. So it was a good video last night. To those who traded successfully, congratulations. Now, in terms of Doge, we are dealing now with that, I say that rising wedge feature. You guys know, rising wedge, typically a bearish pattern to the extent that we would expect at some point this line of support to be broken. Okay, so I updated the VIP with that as well, and I'm excited about that. Good job, guys. Way to go, way to trade. Looking for Cello to climb up a bit more. It's down. It's fighting. You guys. It's fighting. I'm going to cover it a little bit because we've talked about it on the stream, and it really had a phenomenal day. Congratulations to anyone who picked up on that in amongst the general subscribers or amongst VIP base campers, etc. And want to say what's up with VIP in the house. What's up? Two of y'all haven't hit that like button. Isn't that right? Robert, congratulations. I appreciate that. You know, some people will ask me, like, what do I do? What do we do? Like, what's the deal? I'm like, I tell them, well, every night I sit down with 100 day traders with crypto. That's what we do. Every night I sit down with 100 day traders. And that's about right. What we do every night is, and I don't want the popular, all the people in the world, the 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 people that want to shill, that want to do this and that. No, I want to sit down with 100 day traders every night and go through the technicals. That's what I want to do. Serious traders who are committed to technical analysis in the most serious way that we can apply such to crypto. So when you look at things, I appreciate that very much, Robert. Robert's in the house. What's up, Robert? I appreciate that. He's saying, yeah, some of you haven't hit that button. Very, very nice in terms of that. But I want you guys to know in terms of how I look at all this, in terms of the group, etc. Like, what do we do? Like, what's your group? What do you do? Well, every night we sit down with about 100 traders, real serious traders. Some real guys. You don't get much more serious. Look at Angel on top. He's been invested in Bitcoin since $7.79. Hello, guys. These stories aren't out there, guys. Angel's lucky he's not on the front page of Time Magazine or something else. Like, honestly, he could be, Forbes. He could be up there, guys. Just so you know. And he chooses to hang out with a group of 100 or so, and that's how YouTube has us constructed right now. So I don't fight it, really, to tell you the truth. Sometimes I give him some flack, but as we look at it, no, every night, and it's you here right now, and it's the residual. Last night we had Lanchester, or yesterday we had Lanchester. He's a 21-year veteran of. As we look at Cello on the left-hand side, we look at it's a micro pennant information. We'll see what it decides to do with this micro feature, right? We're not real big fans of micro features, right? They like to push into macro features, so watch it if you're slamming into this, but I'm not going to discount anything in terms of Cello wanting to move up additionally here. So as you guys look at our group, But yeah, Lanchester, shout out to you. I know you're going to be watching this now or overnight or maybe tomorrow morning, etc. In terms of gripping or grasping the technicals, additionally grasping those technicals. And I'll just tell you, like that's what our group is. It's a group of people who are really trying to refine themselves technically in the market, in their position in the market with strategy, with discipline, with consistency, and that's what we do. That's what I do every day. I sit down with 100 people. It may be live. Some of them may watch after, but that's really what we focus in on is the quality. And we shout out to you, Lanchester and Lanchester, and anyone else who I don't know. That's U.S. Military. What's up, military? Hope you guys are doing well. Military, non-military, blue collar, white collar. What is the requirement that you want to beat the market? That's just it. And I think we put a lot of people off with this whole notion or discussion of the New York Institute of Finance. I want to let you guys know I couldn't stand accounting class. Just so you know, I'm not a big fan of accounting. That's not my deal. But if anything has to do with the stock market, anything has to do with day trading, anything has to do with crypto, signals, this and that, I'm all over, guys. So I just have been that way for a long time. So as we look at, like, I think that does turn people off, though. We talk about New York Institute of Finance. Guys, I'm not going to go sit through any finance class. I don't want to sit through some real, if it doesn't have to deal with the stock market or doesn't have to deal with technical indicators like on BTC, how to beat the market in crypto, and if it doesn't even mention BTC, which the New York Institute of Finance does, I don't even want to talk about it, right? I don't want to sit through an accounting class. Are you kidding me? No, there's not going to be any accounting class here. That's not my deal. So as you guys know, that's kind of how we are, right? We understand the role of some of these indicators, that they're calculative, right? They're calculated in terms of and they're financial terms because it deals with, we're dealing with currency, right? We're dealing with the calculations surrounding currency, the market dynamics, etc. So that's a long, I'd say, just kind of introduction to us. If you're not already familiar with us, and hey, Lanchester, what's up, brother? There you are, Lanchester. There you go, my man. What's up, boss? Yeah, I just thought about that yesterday in terms of like, well, what do we do? Well, we have like the best group of like 100 traders that gets together every day, and yeah, I'm glad that you're there, brother. Shout out, and I hope you're looking forward to joining, brother. Shout out, boom. In terms of that, we were glad that you said something. Ape trying to crawl out as well. Yeah, Ape got some good news today. I think on those, what is it? Bitcoin America decided to go ahead and integrate Ape into their payment system and their ATMs, etc. So Robert's saying, I'm trying to learn, and I'm glad I found your channel. Awesome. I love how you break things down and actually explain. Yeah, and just without getting too, you can tell the people in the market who have like a forex background. You can tell people who have kind of a what background they have, right? In terms of it bleeds through to to BTC or to or whatnot. Some of those dynamics in terms of like I'd say too much attention on longs and shorts and CME gaps, and we can go through all of it, right? We can push the longs into the shorts. We can discuss the retrace necessary into the CME gap. It's just we're really in kind of a as Wall Street starts to get into, and as I'd say the Main Street finance starts to get into, let's say, institutional level trading with ETFs, etc. It's really just like a nascent market. So to sit and kind of apply like institutional principles from forex or in terms of the lingo that goes on in terms of BTC and the longs washing out the shorts, the market maker doing such and such. I've watched some of these programs to try and become familiar with them, and I'm like, I wish people knew that every time that they set an order, they literally, if you were to set a target right now on Cello, I just tell you, if you were to set a target right now on Cello or on BTC, if on BTC you were to set a target with your Fibonacci's, just please pay attention to this, guys. If you were just to drop your Fibonacci's like this, bam, real quick and easy, just to talk about it on BTC. If you were to look at, okay, that would be roughly, let's see, that might 50% retracement right here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to enter a limit order. And let's see what we got here. Somebody just subscribed. Congratulations, brother. Appreciate you subscribing. I have that notification on. I won't turn it off because it lets me know who all that YouTube is putting in our midst here. So Owen, nice to have you here, brother. Welcome to Bitcoin Spike. And we have a great trade group. You're welcome to join. Not only subscribe, but you're welcome to join our specific trade group. Okay, we have VIP and Basecamp membership. Just to introduce myself, I'm in London, and we have a whole lot of success, brother. And we would love to have you here if you'd like to trade crypto. Either Basecamp, you can sign up, or you can go full-fledged VIP. VIP last night on Cello. Just to look at this, guys. This is a huge success here. Cello last night. I cut a quick tape on Cello a custom video for the VIP, and that's the restricted zone that the VIP get into. And in terms of that, look at Cello popping up. There we go. It's gonna manhandle a small micro feature. Let's go. It's got to pop this blue line. And shout out to everybody in the back, guys, who are doing well. Looking at that up 1.9%. Cello's not done, guys. Cello looks like it's trying to continue to the upside. Let's watch it as we watch BTC. But yeah, I cut that tape in the back for the VIP, and yeah, it was just a phenomenal day. You guys know that. It's just a huge day. The 3L coin for Cello literally paid out 100%, so it was just a great day. I know that Freddie decided to. Let's see what we got. You're also in Beyond. Very good. Very, very good. In terms of, I'm just reading through these chats just a little bit. But yeah, in terms of like you guys, just welcome. And I'll just say, like, I was talking about the specific, it's kind of like this, the mysterious, like, statement, like the market maker will come and do this. The market maker will do this. Guys, you need to understand one thing. I don't mind. It's a good reference tool at times. Let's say a market maker to the exchange, right? You can refer to the market maker as the exchange. However, you are the market maker. You need to understand this, that you're the market maker any single time that you set a limit order. You are a market maker. That's it. You are. So don't get too much confused in terms of, I'd say the advanced terminology in the market. Just understand that, yes, you're the market maker. All you need to do is set in some orders. Go ahead and set in, if you were to do this in terms of BTC. Now I'm going to go ahead and you'll see those little white lines pop up. Just hit Alt-H. Hit Alt-H on your trading view. Boom. And you can align your specific targets on the right there. You see them line up in white there. Yeah, but anytime you go ahead and set limit orders in the market, you are a market maker. Okay, so to say, I've in terms of like teaching and instruction, maybe understanding, it makes sense at times to think of the exchange as the market maker, but I never want to leave out the fact, because people never know this until they start trading and they actually see a difference in their fees between a maker and a taker. You can take off of the order book. You can see your order book on the exchange. You can decide just to hunt and pick between the prices that you see on the bid and the ask. No problem. Then you're a taker. So in terms of framing things appropriately for you, realize that you are the market maker. When you enter into your order on a limit order basis, and you're saying that is the threshold right there. Let's say on the right hand side, as we watch Cello on the left, 42,999 or 991. Let's say at that 50% retracement, I'm going to go ahead and enter in an order right here for $5,000 in BTC at this specific price. When you put that on the books. Okay, when you put it on the books and you line that up and you let the exchange know and everyone know that's a limit order I have waiting, okay, to get picked up at that $42,940. You are a market maker. That's it. You're making the market. Okay, so to have discussions, and it's nice to imagine that the market maker is the exchange. The market maker will come down and pick you up. The market maker will rinse you off and give you some profit. The market maker is strategized against you, and I just hear this language sometimes, and I'm like, really, to the extent that it's a nice way to look at things. I will say this: there is an exchange side potential there for maybe what would you call? And unfortunately, you guys, and we get into some of the like arbitration bots, etc. Now they can make a market, okay, when there is no market. Okay, you can look at arbitrage bots, and if you really understand what goes on cross exchange between some of the bots that function to fill in the liquidity, then yes. Now that's a different level of programming involved than you acting as a market maker saying, bam, that's my order at that price. Boom, that's where I'm at. 42,991. Come get me if you want this order. You're making the market. You see that? So that function does lay over to the extent that it's the exchange instead of you or instead of the participants. The participants can generally fill that specific role. Okay, if it's a liquid market, right? And to the extent it's not a liquid market, what typically happens, and you guys know this, is it's going to be filled in with arbitrage bots. We don't like that, guys. Arbitrage bots we don't like trading against robots, right? Typically we don't. So a nice liquid market is, and by liquid I mean that there is a sufficiency amongst the actual traders to where, yes, and there's enough activity. There's a sufficient amount of activity amongst the makers and the takers, the ones setting their orders, and the ones that are taking from those prices that have been set. You guys understand? That's like a nice liquid market. And to the extent that it can accommodate large positions, right? To the extent that it can accommodate large positions without killing you on the spread, right? The spread, the difference between, excuse me, the difference between, if I can get this out, but it'll kill you guys. You guys know on your trades, the difference between the bid and the ask on the actual exchange board. Now, if you're or on the actual order book, if you're literally just sitting there and you're trading off of Cello up a couple percent, not bad. Looking at BTC and a very nice, just so you guys know, on the 4-hourly, BTC is in a nice flag on the 4-hourly. Contraindicated, maybe not a specific contraindication, but we do have this expanding wedge here on the specific, on that specific, I say candle wick, candle wicks indicated. Okay, but looking at a nice interior bull flag on that 4-hourly chart. It's just nice, guys. And we saw that bull pennant. And again, guys, kind of the standard framework. We saw a nice bull pennant slide into a nice bull flag, and that bull pennant would be the triangulation. You guys hear me talk about this frequently. Let me get rid of this specific. Let's get rid of this that descending triangle framework. I'll even get rid of this just so we can focus on this to see what happened here in terms of the bull flag. Know this and just recollect this. Just put it in your toolbox. In terms of the descending and ascending line of resistance and support, constricting in a symmetrical fashion after a run to the upside, bam, that's a bull pennant. What's the catch for it? If it were to fail to the downside, what's the typical catch in the market? A bull flag. You guys know that without a doubt. And it's the same principle. What you're seeing there is the same principle of a resistance being brought down. Essentially, let's go to this parallel channel. It's under the trend line. Go to the parallel channel. What you're seeing here is this. You're seeing that line of resistance, the option of the traders to bring down that line of resistance. Bam. Once again, on any symmetrical triangle. That's why it's a standard catch in terms of this. Guys, Cello is up 5%. Congratulations to anyone who may have tuned in early. Hop onto L Bank. That is the pinned tweet. If you are already in Cello right now, you are up. What are you guys up on 3L? Guys, what are you up already? You're already up 15% on that trade just today. And yeah, welcome Owen. I'll say welcome Owen. And that's nice to have you in here, Owen. We like to trade. We trade Bitcoin. We trade Dogecoin. We trade Sheeb. We trade Cello. We trade Phantom Rose, Luna, you just name it, right? In terms of if it has the price action, we're there. It's just the bottom line. Only on good projects, though, I'd like to say on good projects, we have warning bells, warning alarms, sirens that go off on anything that could just be a kind of a dumpy coin. We just, we're better than that, guys. You know that. We typically are. Maybe some splash cash on something that wants to misbehave if it decides to misbehave, or it could be a phenomenon. It could be the next phenomenon. We get some of those are they are what they are, right? So we understand that. Never overexpose at any higher price on any specific trade. That's the idea. Keep trading crypto, right? So as we look at this move to the upside, we're getting within threshold. The question for Cello is going to be, is it going to outperform? Cello's up 4.26%. We've discussed it multiple times on the stream. I did cut this video last night, bam, for the VIP in the restricted zone. If you guys aren't following us, bam, you got to plug into that Twitter, and you got to be VIP, guys. You got to. This is an example. Last night, like VIP would pay for itself. Bam. The guys in VIP will tell you that. By the way, they'll tell you, like, if you don't want to join VIP, it's $100 a month. We want to make sure you want to be there first of all, and that you're willing to and capable of at least trading or learning to trade. So as we look at this specific ascending triangle, flat top resistance, ascending line of support, very nicely indicated, right? In terms of the upward price action, Cello up again 5%. Very, very nicely done, guys. Way to go on Cello. Let's see where it ranks amongst the movers. Nice. It's on top of the market for all intents and purposes right now. Some stray coins are working into the mix here and there. Some newer coins have done quite well. We looked at that. I had to tell you guys. We looked at that QOM, the Predator, the Shiba Predator. They want to flip Sheeb. I was like, okay, if you did hit that from the golden pocket last night, we were looking at that. I think it was a 30 or 40% move that you guys got in terms of like a nice trade on QOM. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. They want to flip Sheeb market cap. I'm like, I'll pay attention to it. They have a lot of followers right now on Twitter, so I'm always paying attention to those kind of the social dynamics as you talk about. Is it Metcalfe's rule? They came out with Metcalfe's rule to explain what was that, GameStop? You guys remember? GameStop, AMC, etc. That's really when I started looking into crypto, actually, when GameStop really took off and became something. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And I'm like, it just seems like crypto could do that anytime it wants to. I was like, if we want to trade something like GameStop, yeah, it seems like crypto could do that all the time, in terms of producing that level of return. So I'm glad that that I specifically came in, to crypto at that point. And for me, it was a weird journey. I just been a presidential advisor for 3 years, and it was just non-employed, but still credentialed everything in terms of presidential advisor. And it was like people started to argue about this and that. I'm like, man, I got to do something else. I got to clear my head a little bit. And people around me are like, yes, you do. You need to clear your head a little bit. So I didn't want to argue with people. I'm like, I'm just gonna. What can I get into? And GameStop was going crazy. I'm like, well, it seems like crypto's got better price action consistently. So um, yeah, I just kind of leave the past where the past is, and I'm ready to pick up the present at any point in time. That's what I tell people. Like, what do you do? What is this? I'm like, I leave the past where it is, and I'm ready to pick up the present at any point in time in terms of like what's going on in terms of that. So we shout out to all the VIP, to our base campers, to all the subscribers. Hope you guys are doing well. We're looking for a fulfillment of this ascending triangle, and you're close. You're within threshold here, guys. Now the 3 to 3.5%. Now the question is going to be, is it going to stop there? If it can get there, is it going to stop there? And you guys know. What was the more recent coin? As we look at this on the right-hand side, BTC, move to the upside, downward sloping channel, that catch out of the bull pennant, bam, nice parallel channel here. We always want that parallel channel cutting against the move. It's a move to the upside for the bull flag. We want to move up, and we want that parallel channel facing down, guys. We want that sloping downward, okay, always. Now, that's on the 4 hourly, the best look you've got on BTC, period. You guys know that. That's the best look you have on BTC. So BTC just off a bit, 0.14%. It's kind of alt season, and the question is with Cello. As we look at Cello, now I don't want to triple divide this here. As well, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do that just real quickly. Hopefully, you guys are on a big screen TV. I mention that frequently, and I know some of you are like, well, I don't have one, or I don't want to put it on the big screen TV. But let me just bring this over here in terms of near. Let's look at near real quickly. Let me bring up near, because near is an example. We had a near price in terms of near protocol. Very, very cool in terms of that coin. Just a really cool. No, it's FXS. Let's look at FXS. Near also did, but FXS is the one that really shot out of the gate, didn't it? I was thinking of near because it had that ascending triangle. You guys will remind yourselves of this. I brought it to VIP, and looking at this, it was a nice move, which definitely overshot the. Let's go through the amplitude move here. Okay, bringing this amplitude up to the top. Yeah, near has outperformed. So that's going to be the question right now as we look at Cello. Can Cello outperform? To the extent that that was a 36% move for near. It maxed out up and over. Look at that, up and over about 51%. So 51% to the upside. Very important to know that these coins can outdo their targets. You guys know FXS was a huge example of that. Frax shares. If you don't know all these coins, guys, join the club. I'm going to tell you, if these all seem, it's like, where's Doge, where's Bitcoin? I'm right there with you, guys. They're on the table. That's where they are. They're literally on the table. But when things are moving, we'd like to give you trade opportunities, guys. It's just really important. As we would look at at FXS, I had been discussing Frax shares. Not to, guys, I don't want to put it in the piggy bank forever. That's not the idea. But looking at, it's not like a long-term hold. If there were such a thing for me. I don't know, Angel's probably laughing right now. He's like, London wants a trade in 5 minutes. It's like, that's it, if that long, right? So looking at this descending triangle framework, that amplitude, just to look at that in terms of the outperformance of FXS, I'm just bringing up some of the altcoins so that you understand. Boom, 105%. Beautiful. Just absolutely very aggressive move. Look at that chart now on the candle wicks on the right-hand side. This is near. Look at that. That's a sweet move back up, guys, to catch it down here. Way to go, VIP. That is huge. You guys see that? That's a nice chart, guys. That's not bad at all for being in the midst of a retracement. Then bam, with the opportunity to play some price action on the way up like that. That's sweet, guys. That's what's up. That's VIP. So looking at Cello. 6.47%. If you guys just tuned in, at the very beginning, if you hit that button, and I got the L Bank there on the top, guys. If you're not trading on L Bank, I think you should be. At least try it out. At least try that out. I think that you will. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like L Bank. Some things to keep an eye on. Let's see Vion. Let's see. I don't see. Let me see Vion USDT. Vion USDT. I don't see Vion, but I'm going to take a look at Vion off the record here in a minute for Lancaster, see what Vion is doing. And let's see what we got on Vion Crypto. Let me look on the side here. Lancaster just brought up Vion Crypto. Who is the CEO of Vion? NASDAQ. Here we go. Okay. Gotcha. NASDAQ, Amsterdam, this and that. Amsterdam, leading provider of connectivity and internet services, today announces the details regarding a share award to group directors. Okay, good. Very nice. Okay, so that's all equity. Well, you into equities, huh? I got you. I got you. That's no problem. That's no problem. I hope Vion outdoes them all for you, my man. I hope it does. I just hope it does great things. I just upgraded to a strong buy. What is it? Strong buy? Was that this? Yeah, it is this year. I didn't want to mistake that. But yeah, it looks like upgraded to a strong buy by somebody, some newsstock.com, etc. So we handle equities sometimes, but the good thing about crypto, so that you guys know, is that is that is you cannot provide financial advice on crypto if you tried. The reason is because it's literally impossible. Okay, just so you know, you can't. It's not a security. So I can sit here all day long and say it's not financial advice. I do that because you have to understand it's not a security, right? So that rule doesn't even really apply. I contacted the state board and the state regulatory control board for securities, and I told them, I was like, in crypto, I do this and that, we do this, and the girl got into it with me a little bit on the phone. She's like, no, you can't do that that's impossible for you to do that on cryptos. And I'm like, well, I know I can't. I know I shouldn't. I know that's not what, that's why I'm talking to you. She's like, no, you don't understand. It's just impossible for you to actually provide financial advice on a crypto because it's not a security. You can only provide, financial advice on a security. I'm like, okay, so I don't need to say that at all, do I? And she goes, it's impossible. You can't do it. And we just laughed. We went in kind of in circles, and I understood exactly what she's saying, but it was just funny. So in terms of it clears up quite a bit. I'll tell you guys, it clears up quite a bit as you would look at working with equities, etc., in and around equities. I'll take this off the map. Maybe I'll leave that on in terms of just a second here. We're getting into a second level feature here in terms of that consolidation as we work up to that price action. Okay, up, sell low. Just a little bit of a drawdown from that specific level there. Let's see if it picks back up. 3.74%. So VIP you're taking. I know that Freddie, did you take and then you got back in? So you got back in for some profit. Let's see if Cello picks back up. Let's look into the lower time frame here and see. We had a nice bull pennant micro feature. You guys know that micro feature. Very difficult to trade at times unless there's a lot of volatility. Okay, or a lot of momentum to the upside. You guys will just see the momentum on the bottom here. Let me go ahead and frame this up so that you can see a bit better. And let's see what we got here. It's a stock. Yeah, I got that. Equity stock. I got it. In terms of this move here, what could be, I don't want to down talk this specific move here. Anytime that I see this, okay, and I would love it to take back off from this blue implied, actually it's a specified level of resistance. I'd love it to confirm off this and bam, move to the upside. It'd be beautiful. Anytime that you see this framework in here, a small micro move like that, I just want you to get accustomed to one thing, please. Get accustomed to the idea, the notion of the following, and I'm going to use Bitcoin on the right hand side just to show you what I mean. Okay, now this is an independent mover here in terms of Cello, but the idea and the principle can definitely take hold. I want you to know this in terms of it could occur at any point in time. Just recognize whenever you see this, whenever you see a little bit of a I'd say in the context of macro moves that you've had, kind of more macro patterning here, you'll see just the bull flag into a falling wedge, boom, into a real micro, right? A real condensed move here, just a small pennant to the upside. You guys know that. Anytime that you see this, what begins to occur, I'm just going to tell you typically, is that traders are looking at these areas for pickup. Okay, just so you know. So it's going to take a real aggressive move to the upside. Okay, to beat this, traders will typically go to that top and bam, start to bring down price action with the fact that they're setting orders in along this level down here. Okay, in along the level of that consolidation along the bottom there. And I'll use Bitcoin as a good. Has great potential for long-term holding until 2025. Good man on that. I think it's good. I'm glad to see that, brother. Yeah, Ape has got a lot to it. Hopefully you got in at that golden pocket or at the very beginning in terms of your exposure to it. I hope you did well on it. Shout out to VIP. I want to hear from the VIP. What are you guys doing? VIP. VIP, what's up? What's up? What you guys doing in VIP? I want to hear from Freddie. I want to hear from Slim. Slim, where are you at, boss? I want to hear. Slim, where you at, boss? And who else we got? We got Slim. We got Pathfinder. Bam. What you doing, Pathfinder? Luke, I want to know. Luke, what you doing, my man? What's going on? Talk to me. What are you guys trading? You guys on Cello still? Now, in terms of this left-hand side, let's see this left-hand side here. Bam. Okay, you see this small consolidation on BTC? Now, Cello could beat it. Cello is in the midst of a very, very aggressive move to the upside. But I'm going to do this so that you guys can get the idea of what I'm talking about here. Okay, look at this small consolidated feature here along the way up. Small consolidated feature on BTC along the way up. A real slow motion move for Bitcoin. You guys got that right? No problem, huh? But anytime you see, I mean, compared to the fast action on Cello, like this is really slow motion, right? It's just Cello could probably do an equivalent move in a number of hours, right? It's got a lot of rapid price action. We're also on a much different time frame, 4 hourly versus 5 minute. Okay, but this is the area that I'm concerned with right here, and I just want to bring it up. It doesn't have to play on Cello, but the indication is typically when you see something like this, I always have this internal red flag that pops up with me. I'm going to tell you guys that. Okay, and let's dig in a little bit closer. All right, let me get this on 3 screens. I got a side screen now set up. In terms of this specific move here, what occurs is people start to set targets, right? It's an area in the price action that it delineates, or it's a demarcation in terms of the price action, right? You've got a low to draw to a high all of a sudden. When you get into this, you got a low to draw to a high for pickups on the specific Fibonacci's, right? Same here, right? You've got a low, okay, on BTC and a, let's do this, a low and a high, right? Wherein people will come in and they'll want to draw Fibonacci's, right? So it is an area of a natural like targeting that will occur in the market when you have this cluster, a small cluster particularly, right? And maybe on the larger ones as well. But when you see price retracing into this area, just know that's what's occurring. You have a preceding area of, let's just say, you know, it doesn't have to necessarily be patterning. To the extent that it is patterning, it helps. And if it's clean patterning, I say that if it's clean patterning, it definitely helps, because then you'll be able to draw your Fibonacci's better. We like to draw from the point of breakout. You guys know that. Now we're in the 5 minutes, so this is just a general discussion here. We'd like to draw from the point of breakout, okay, to that upside. If we don't have a clear breakout, i.e. on BTC, it becomes a little bit difficult, just so that you know that, okay? And I'm just walking you guys through like what should go through your mind the next time that you see something like this, right? Something like this on the price action on the way up after seeing some larger moves, right? Same with very similar structure here as we would look at Cello to BTC. You guys just see this. Very interesting, huh? Let's take a look at this. And we would have to omit the current price action from the picture here in terms of to the right here. But on BTC, just take a look at Cello on the left as you look at these features just walking its way up, and bam, nice solid move to the upside with some momentum. Just take a look at what BTC has done. Just similar patterning in terms of bull flags, falling wedges, etc. Bam, and then the nice move up with the momentum. It's just not uncommon, right? Or it's not dissimilar whatsoever, is it? So looking at that framework, it doesn't have to replay, but the more that you look into comparative analytics, comparative technical analysis, you will begin to notice some things, and you'll be like, I just always put those, whether or not they are, you know, flat out indicative, or they're, you know, is one like a forecast of the other. I wouldn't necessarily go that far in terms of absolute, you know, without some additional work. And we do that sometimes. We've had a lot of success with that, finding pattern framework that likes to repeat. We have had a lot of success doing that when you see the same wave formations, same principles come into, let's say the same Fibonacci levels, etc. Same principles come into play. It's a big deal. Let's see what we have here on Freddie. I took 75% profit at 5.16. Very, very good. So Freddie took it 5.16. Let's just go ahead and measure that out right here. 15 and 16. Bam. So very nicely done. Look at Freddie. VIP, bam, in the house. Took right in that zone. Nicely done, Freddie. So amazing take there. At 5.16, Freddie is out of the picture, and that's a healthy, reasonable take with about 3.3% left over in the trade, assuming that this is the end of it. But that's in terms of that upside target. We know that it's at least that upside target from the underlying, as we look at this, from that underlying ascending triangle. So huge day. Very nice flat top ascending line of support. That specific ascending triangle, we're going to lift the amplitude, bam, stack it on top. So we're within 3% of that top line formation. Very nicely done, Freddie. Way to go. VIP in the house. I hope that video last night helped and encouraged you to get into a position to make some cash. Way to go, brother. Very important in terms of that specifically cut video for the VIP. I'm just glad to be able to bring you that type of information. And there's Freddie on the back with Cello talking about the specific framework that we were talking about here. Very nice, very nice. Way to update. Nice job. So look at the framework here as we would watch this pour down here. Is the entirety of the feature over? What is going on as you would watch this? We can definitely apply this to the BTC chart. It's just not dissimilar, altogether dissimilar. We do have more of a launch feature here. So we would have additional room from the point of breakout, the preceding breakout. As we would talk about this, let's go to the hourly, just so that you understand the technicals involved. And let's really draw this all the way down to the preceding level here on this ascending triangle. That would be the indicated level at which we would want to initiate the Fibonacci's, okay? Initiate the Fibonacci sequence, bam, at the point of breakout, drawing up to, okay, up to the threshold. If you want to draw to the candle wicks, it's fine, guys, in terms of that. But we'd like to initiate from the preceding breakout, bam, to the upside, okay? So, very nice price action in terms of that. Freddie, way to go, brother. So Freddie must think that this is over. Freddie thinks that Cello is over. Oh, Freddie. Well, he just capitalized on a 15% move. Was that a 15 to really 6%? So 6 times 3, that's 18, almost 20% move today on. That's just today within the first hour of action on Cello on L Bank. Congratulations, Freddie, and all the VIP who've been trading. Way to go! Way to go! That's just awesome. That's an amazing trade. Freddie in the house. Way to go! Boom. Freddie is a great trader. He's a former champ here at Bitcoin Spike. He holds a trophy. A few trophies around. We got one on the bottom with Josh in 2021 $1 million champ. And unlike some other channels, guys, they may pick like, okay, someone made $1 million. I want to let you guys know that. They may say, well, someone made $1 million out of 50,000 people. Someone made $1 million. Okay, well, no, I put 2 people to that challenge. Okay, I put 2 people to that challenge, and both of them did it. Okay, so out of all the people, I put 2 people to that challenge, and they both did it. And it wasn't a big deal. Josh did it last year, $1 million in earnings. Bam, he completely nailed it. And Angel was another one that I put up to that challenge. Angel has back-to-back days of $1 million. Days, not the entirety of the year. Days, back-to-back days of $1 million plus trades. Okay, just to let you guys know on the top, that's Angel with $50,000, $58,000 in overall contributions. I appreciate that very much, Angel. It's inspiring, and it lets me know that you're doing well. I appreciate that very much. And oh, Freddie leaving some in. Oh, wow, nice. You're leaving some in. Very nice. So you must not think it is done. We'll see. That complicates the issue a little bit for Freddie, but that's not bad. You just completely now you could do that with the house's money, essentially, right? With you from where you got in yesterday, you're completely. I think I'm not sure where exactly your entry was, Freddie, yesterday, but it sounds like you're playing with house money at this point. You're just letting some of the house money ride. Very nice in terms of that specific move. We'll see how it looks like we're potentially on that 23.6. It'd be nice to see that 23.6 pick up. Okay, that's from that point of preceding breakout on the candle wicks. Noted on the candle wicks. As we would look at this Fibonacci here, candle wick drawn up to the top, we would look at that 23.6 potentially currently being in play right now. The best we can decipher those specific, and I'll say I'm kind of sharing the screen right now, and that's it's not going to affect the technicals, but just so that you know, that's a pickup level should be going on right now. That next level down will be the 471. If you're out and you just scheduled up with targets below, and that's the idea. Bam, take with targets, boom, 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 and laying out targets in a compound fashion so that you're covered. And that's typically where you'll see people really being aggressive in the market. That's the type of trading I like. You take, bam, and go ahead and lay out your orders at the lower levels. Bam, 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 bam. So that's what I enjoy. That's kind of how I enjoy trading. It's up to you. It's your strategy. We'd like to cover the technicals here. And I'm going to put congrats, bam, to Freddie. I'm going to put, let me put some Ferraris in there or something. We got some Ferraris. There we go. Boom. And there we go. We got Ferraris all over the map here. We just like Ferraris. Former owner, probably good. Me personally, former owner, and probably good that I'm not driving 200 miles an hour or 180 miles an hour sideways on the freeway anymore. It's the problem with having a Ferrari. They say you can't drive those in this city. Well, on the freeway you can try, right? So to the extent that you have a Ferrari, please drive them safely. But I love braking a Ferrari sideways. When you get, the car sideways, like when you see those drift and stuff, like on those commercials, that's my favorite thing. You just brake a Ferrari sideways like at 180 miles an hour and skid across 4 lanes of traffic is awesome, guys. I don't recommend that you do it, but if you're capable of doing that, I know that you already are excited about that because that's the way those cars drive. They're very nice. So, yeah, there's some Ferraris for you, and if you want one, I bet you'll get one day, Freddie, without a doubt. It's not a big deal, and you've driven a few of them, actually. Yeah, we like fast cars and fast things around here. Fast price action, fast things around here. So in terms of this move, just slamming right back into this level. Good example that we bring up with BTC in terms of, and always beware of being overexposed. I'll just say of being overexposed. This had some nice price action to the upside on Cello. It's back down into negative territory now. But you just see, boom, bam, move to the upside. Now, what didn't occur on it, which is very important, what did not occur was a full replication of this entire move. You see that there's a disproportionate effect here. We have this huge move to the upside. We have this real small triangulation. You guys see that? So what's anticipated, guys, what is anticipated is that we would have a proportion, that there would be some proportionality, there we go, between this move to the upside and, let's say, some sort of a formation here, right? Some sort of a formation in line with whether it be a falling wedge, whether it be a bull flag, right? You want some proportionality here between this degree of a move to the upside. This is why this is just such a condensed move. They're surprising when they do play to the upside. I'll let you know. They're just surprising when they move to the upside like that. Real aggressive pricing action. A lot of momentum can push, thrust the price up for you to book a trade, but just don't count on them. Always look for some proportionality. And guys, I will say this: if something's screaming to the upside, if it's just screaming to the upside, be alert, be aware, right? It's just it is what it is. These can continue for days at times. Okay, on the right moving coin. Something that's phenomenal. Everyone is buying it. Doge did that. BTC has done that. Sheep did that. A lot of the coins have actually done that at one point in time. It's kind of like a sweet spot for the year. That coin will do it maybe one time in a year, right? This is a completion move of an ascending triangle. So it's kind of a standardized move to the upside, just nice pattern completion. And what I brought the VIP, I think, was just this. All right, as we just looked not on the candle wicks, more of a conservative approach, but just not on the candle wicks, just measuring up on the lines. You've outdone yourselves on that specific framework. But the candle wicks do provide you a larger upside target. And I'll normally just copy and paste that underlying chart there, and yeah, that's pretty close. We're within threshold. Way to go, Freddie. Way to book that trade. Congratulations on that trade. A little bit left on the top there, but yeah, you met your threshold. The question now is, and you guys know me, I always say, show me a prior resistance. Prior resistance, okay? On this, let's say, for instance, on this symmetrical triangulation here, I always say, show me a prior resistance, and I'll show you orders. I will show you orders at this level, meaning the market, like the participants, like to schedule in orders right here. Bam. They see that discount. They want it. Prior resistance confirmed as support. They want that. I'm going to tell you guys that typically that is the way that you'll see these opportunities unfold with a move to the upside and potentially people trying to get in with a value consideration there. If we were to look at the value drop there, it'd be about a 24% move to the downside. Waves recently saw that. Did you guys see Waves the last 24 hours? Boom. Big move to the downside. Big move. You guys saw Waves. Bam. 25% to the downside, 25% plus. And what Waves is doing is very interesting. Waves completed, just looking at this, guys, it was phenomenal price action from the point of takeoff. Look at this. Boom. 574% to the upside. Now, in terms of that, it's a nice project. I'll say it's a nice project, clean project. This specific channel work to the downside is what it was repeated. The amplitude there, bam, was repeated, bam, to the upside. Now, after that, I mean, orders were stacked to that prior resistance here, and you're almost there, guys. That was a big capitulation for Waves. If you guys traded on the way up, just be aware of the fact that crypto can do this to you. You can take 25% in a day. Always prepared to double, triple down at lower levels. And I say double or triple down if you're at a key feature and you feel like throwing 5 times that amount at, say, the golden pocket or even at the 86, waiting at the lower level of the Fibonacci. Hey, That is cool, guys. That's the way to go. What I'll say is also, I don't believe in random chance and doubling down. For the record, I want you all to know I do not believe in a strategy of random chance and doubling down every time. I don't. I do not at all. But I have done the data analytics on crypto, guys, through thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of charts and trades. Now, what we have looked at is that the Fibonacci's are not random. Okay, so if you're going to take your conscience or your strategy I would just say to another person or to even your own self to reckon with the fact, okay, can I really reckon with the fact that I'm going to double down on everything and that's going to get me where I am without knowing what that randomized choice is, or without knowing the probabilities, without knowing the levels of what's involved. See, if it's a random chance, random choice, and I don't know, I don't have any guidance on anything, I'm not going to be doubling down into it. Okay? I don't even want to double down into a 50-50 shot, really, to tell you the truth, guys. If I wanted to do that, I'd be in Vegas, right? But within the framework of Fibonacci's, as you look at Fibonacci's and the express characteristic of the market, the fact that Fibonacci's is we have handled so many Fibonacci's, and to look at them, it's not a randomized sample set, or to the extent that we would actually require that for. I don't want to get too far into statistics or anything else like that. What I'm saying is it's not dumb luck or chance that you're going to hit a Fibonacci, right? It's not a as we have reviewed the Fibonacci's, if we have reviewed the multitude of coins. Do you know how many coins we have looked at with the expressed intent of seeing how many levels are potentially skipped before those levels are made back up? If you had orders at each and every level on these specific coins, whether or not it be Bitcoin or the other coins, what is the chance that you would be left behind completely at the bottom without having recovered a prior level and still being in the money? If you guys have done that level of analytic, and I mean, when would you literally just lose cash? Some of these rug pulls, some of these real aggressive moves to the downside on some coins, it may fit in that category, but that's why we spend a lot of time making sure there's a dev team, making sure there's a management team, making sure there's a utility, because of the coins that trade and that have a utility. What we have seen is a phenomenal record. I'm going to tell you guys a phenomenal record of looking at your Fibonacci's. Okay, and I don't want you guys just to think, well, it's just a chance, double down. That's what we're doing. No, well, I'm going to tell you, there's a phenomenal probability that we have seen expressed in the market that if you take advantage of your levels of the Fibonacci, even if it does skip one, it likes to pick back up to the level that it skipped. Believe it or not. And we have looked at thousands of charts. And I would challenge you guys to look in the context of find a coin where if you did compound into the lower levels and cover your upside, and it may be 2x, 3x, right? 2 times or 3 times your upside level, maybe 5 times. You guys do that the way that you see fit. But try and find the coins that don't cover orders at the higher level, that don't recoup on the orders at the higher level. Try and find it. If you find them, bring them to my attention if they have solid utility, they have a management team, and they have a dev team. If all those three things are true from the management team, the dev team, and a utility, they have all of those, I really want to see the chart. I want to see a circumstance where the Fibonacci's have been set at compound levels or layers, and I want to see which levels don't trade. I'll honestly add it to my data set, and if it's an exception in terms of let's say a phenomenon wherein someone just wouldn't make money and it's just plunged through the ground and that's it and it's over, I want to know about it. I want you guys, if it meets those 3 qualifications, it has a management team, a dev team, and a utility, and the Fibonacci's aren't making money when the lower levels are covering the upside levels of exposure, I want to know about it. Because that's why I talk about this strategy. It's not because, well, it's a roulette version of a double down into a randomized 50-50 chance. No, guys. It is a money-making strategy if it's applied correctly. It just requires discipline at the top levels. You guys know that's my opinion from the data analytics we have done. Okay, so that's in my years in finance, etc. You guys, if you want to challenge me on that, let me know. I'd like to know. But it's not just a randomized double down into it, guys. That's not the idea. And yeah, don't let people label it as that. It's a very sequential, ordered framework in terms of strategizing your exposure to the market is what it is, right? With specific. As you look at BTC with specific levels of entry, specific target levels, it's extremely advanced. So before it gets all simple and whatnot, no, it's extremely advanced in terms of the approach that we take. So it may come off as too simple sometimes. Oh, just double your exposure. Yeah, at what price? Right? Absolutely, at what price? Not just what you own, but the question is always at what price. Let's go through. Let's go through Doge real quickly as we watch Cello pick up. Let's look at Doge. Doge has been difficult in terms of the retrace. We're currently challenging that specific 100 on the moving average. It looks like we're up and over the 100. Hey, on the daily, we set up and over. Very, very nice as we look at that. That's the first hurdle. We want to get up over that 200, and those are exponential, just so that you know. In terms of Doge, let me get back to BTC on the right and put Doge on the left here. In terms of Doge, I just want to remind everybody that that framework that is in play in terms of that specific channel, parallel channel carry up feature. Let me go ahead and do this. That parallel channel carry up feature of any specific bull pennant, that symmetrical triangulation, have to remove to the upside symmetrical triangulation, that one of the targets to the upside that is available to the traders, it is a target, period. Okay, this option, the carry up here, that was reached. Bam, a take, bam, at that level on Doge. So it was a nice trade. It's not that it failed to complete fully to the upside, kind of the second option. That is the first option. Literally, that is the first target, is you would carry up this bottom line support here to this top level pivot at the top that initiates that line of resistance. Bam, that's what you're looking at, that first level take. And I think you hit that definitely on the candle wicks, just precisely on the candle wicks, just to let you guys know. Bam. So that is that's one of the targets completed. No failure. That's just exactly how it traded, and that's the bottom line. There's no shame in the game for Doge or the traders or anything else. That was a positive trade traded for Doge. That's one of the options. That's how that option works out. As you look at it, that's just how that option looks out. Looking at BTC, let's go full throttle to BTC here for a minute and see what we can pick up on. BTC still hovering up and over this specific line of resistance that has been important on the daily. It's continuing. Right, there's just not much momentum. Let's look at let's bring into mix the MACD a little bit. We do have some decreasing momentum, right? We were just full throttle up to this area. You see that nice blue, dark blue here, right? A lot of area between the lines on your MACD, right? We won't go into I got into the configuration and the calculation of the MACD with the VIP. We don't need to do that here. But a lot of the dark blue, a lot of nice momentum to the upside. Bam, right? We've slowed. And we're kind of dropping in the momentum category. We don't want the momentum to flip negatively. That's the idea. We don't want it to flip negative. We're on the verge of a potential cross. Okay, in terms of the MACD, what I'll say is that MACD is a tool, but it's not dispositive. Just so you know, you will find different time frames 24/7, guys, in terms of like on almost every coin that you're dealing with. You'll find different time frames that send different signals on MACD. The one troublesome, if there be a trouble at all on BTC right now, as you're watching your altcoins do very well, would be the specific rising wedge feature. Okay, to the extent that specific rising wedge feature is slowing down the traders a bit, I would just let you know this line needs to hold. Okay, and it's nice because we're also at that. As we would look at it, we can take it to a pattern, no problem. But we can also look at it in terms of, if we were to look at it in terms of this 200 exponential moving average that I've said that we needed to confirm and use as support, we're just right there. So that makes it a comfortable discussion for us, I would say, just in terms of whether or not we're on the ascending. Because there's so many patterns right now in the different time frames between the candle wicks and the actual lines. You guys know that. Even between like the hourly here versus the 4 hourly. 4 hourly is a beautiful, beautiful bull flag. Perfect, right? Look at the hourly, right? And then we have a nice channel formation on that 4 hourly. Look at the hourly. It couldn't be a bigger mess, right? Honestly, that's a bull flag. That's an awful bull flag. You guys know that it's just not a nice bull flag. Nothing you want to handle. Honestly, in terms of the 4 hourly is perfect, right? You honestly couldn't ask for a better bull flag on the 4 hourly. It's nice. It's just beautiful. But looking at this, framework on the 4 hourly, we could try and digest this a little bit and say, well, it stopped at the preceding high. All right, so it stopped at the preceding high. We're looking at a potential maybe ascending triangle to work itself into the mix. We'll go down into lower time frames. It's like, oh gosh, These lower time frames are a mess, man. Honestly, it's just BTC has just enjoyed it's been brutal, guys. I mean, it's just when it's wanted to, it's just been brutal. I'm not going to say that I've missed a few breakouts on purpose. You guys know recently it's kind of like London's not even paying attention to the breakout. I've just been a little hesitant because of the way it's been acting, frankly. And you guys know we swept over to one yesterday. I was this yesterday. I'm like, okay, let's do this one. And sure enough, wham, breakout and boom, right back into it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's just not like BTC. You guys know this. It's not like BTC. And you guys know the preceding one that we were here, we were going through just something different in the technicals. But I'm like, and it's not that I don't want to cover it. I like when BTC makes big moves. That's the bottom line. If I feel like there's a big move indicated, you guys know we will be there. We'll be marching the Bitcoin bull around. But this move, this nice pennant formation to the upside, just barely, barely a move. Then bam, it's just been, I mean, at some point, BTC, you gotta get on it, Bitcoin. We're gonna have to march that bull out. We may need to, I don't know, we may need to throw a sombrero in the ring or something. I don't know what we do, guys. We gotta get Bitcoin up and out of this thing. Now it's expressing a descending triangle, just with a relentless kick up against this line of resistance. That's the thing. It's like it keeps inviting us, like on the 4-hourly, to say, no, it's about to get up and out of here. Yeah. Let's look in and see. Let's measure this on the 4-hourly and see exactly where that would park us on the upside. Let's look at this. On the upside, that would take us into a framework as such. That would get us into just a potentially really, really long and drawn out symmetrical triangulation. We are hoping that doesn't occur. I'm going to tell you guys that. It happens. Sometimes it happens. If we need this to occur so that we can get all over the altcoins, then you guys know we'll be happy to do that. Maybe we can throw some more power into Doge and some other coins like Cello and some other good plays like that. So Cello looked like he's trying to pick up. We covered it because I brought it to the VIP last night. If you're new or you're just tuned in, I want to let you guys know. Cello went 25%. I brought it to VIP in the back in our restricted zone room, and the coolest thing was it went up 100% on 3L. The 3L coin went up 100%. If you guys don't know how to trade those, they're very easy. We would love to, I guess, help you out in terms of that information. If you guys are new to crypto, we'd love to help kind of walk you through the ropes. What is a 3L? What's a 5L coin, right? That's part of what we do. So just to be cool, because a lot of us started in crypto and didn't know what a 3L coin is. I talked to one of my buddies. He's JP Morgan, former over startups, etc. at JP Morgan. He didn't know what a 3L coin was. He's like, really? He's one of these big time former JP Morgan dudes. He's like, huh. He's like, well, maybe I'd want to trade one of those. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought about. I thought when I heard about it. So in terms of that, it's not like, it's not necessarily just it's not information everybody's supposed to know out of the box how to trade the 3L, the 5L. Particularly as you get into futures, you get into some more dangerous territory where your own complications can cause a bigger, more important mistake. I'll say that potentially in terms of any kind of miscalculations on futures can be difficult. So you don't want to get into those. That's where pen and paper may be required, right? As you get into some of those futures trading. But we like spot. I'm gonna tell you guys that we like spot trading. We enjoy getting into the framework of just the basics of crypto. It doesn't have to be complicated, and it's not. Okay, that's probably the best approach that I would give to people is letting them know that it just doesn't have to be complicated, and it is not. Okay, to the extent that you feel that things are overly complicated, you just let us know. I would appreciate that, and we will try and help figure all those things out with you. Okay, that's kind of the idea here. We're trying to be of a little bit of service to all you guys in terms of just it's VIP. It's the way to be. Top trade group. We got to be cool, right? Be cool to people in crypto in 2022 is what I tell people, right? There's enough bad stuff out there anyway. Like, let's just be cool with each other. I tell people I don't care what you did last summer. I don't care any about that. Do you want to beat the market? That's the bottom line, right? That's just it. So shout out to the VIP who got in on that Doge trade that moved to the upside. The 4-hourly on Doge looking a little bit interesting, isn't it? I think that's looking quite a bit interesting on Doge. We'll dig into the details on that. Let's see what else we got going on. And Luke, looks like you're in the house. What's up, Luke? Hope you're doing well. Hope you are having fun with the family. Evening, Luke. Ba-ba-boom. Luke is a great VIP. Guys, I think I got your pictures working, didn't I? Dang it, did it not work again? Son of a gun. Did your pictures not work again? I am going to absolutely be upset. Unless did they work in the very beginning? I have no idea. I'm going to have to check into that and see if your pictures work, because I put your pictures up there. Dang it. We have to see if that worked or not, so that you guys know we typically have people's pictures, everything else like that, because we like that environment, right? Just to kind of showcase VIP. That's kind of why they're also VIP. Let me see if I can scroll back through here. Do we have pictures at any point in time? You guys can let me know that. Let's see. Dang it! I can't believe those pictures didn't show up. Oh, I'm actually going to have to contact. I'm going to have to contact Streamlabs. That's the second time that I've done those pictures, and I cannot believe they didn't show up. Unbelievable. Maybe it's not because my cell phone was plugged in. Now I'm going to do this one more time, and I'm actually going to add in this here, and you guys can see them pop up right now, just because I told the VIP they would be there. Hold on one second. Let me put this in here. I'm going to do this while we're live because I want you guys to see VIP. Let's see what we got. Sponsor banner. It's called a sponsor banner. I think it's cool. Sponsor banner. Of course, sponsor banner. Okay, now widget hide duration. I have no idea. Maybe it's the settings. Set to 0 to show the widget permanently. I've set it to 0. I want to show it permanently. The show duration, and let's see the. Let's just try this. Unless it's just going to do. Let me see. Is this going to work? Let's see. Let's see. Well, where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, it's down there. Yeah, I see your pictures. You guys are there. I got to move you around real quickly. See, this is what I have to do, and then I have to try and fit it right into this portion of the box. You guys are like, oh, great. But I told you I'd have them here, so if I don't have them, there's Freddie right now. Freddie, what's up, boss? There goes Freddie right there, right where he belongs, right there. Bam. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's Slim Doginator. What's up, Slim? See, that's what we need to have every time. There's some setting, and every time I take that setting off, it takes your pictures off, and it upsets me. So, guys, there's AJ Crypto. What's up? See, that's important for me as I see your pictures. I can interact with you dudes and be like, what's up? Okay, so, yeah, there's AJ Crypto. Who else we got going on? Who else we got? There's Pathfinder right there. Everybody knows Pathfinder. Pathfinder in the house. What's up, Pathfinder? Who else we got? So it should just scroll through. Hey, there's Craig. What's up, Craig? Nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. My man, what's up? What's up? Let's see. Who else we have? I don't know, but I'm so glad that they're at least up right now. I did have them set because I told you guys I had them set, and then they didn't come. They didn't come on here. There's Steve-O in the house. Steve, VIP for a while now. Now Cello looking like it wants to give up ground. Is she gonna dig deep after Freddie took at the top? We don't know. Freddie, what do you think, huh? Did you crash the party? Huh? Did you crash the Cello party? Very, very interesting. Did Freddie crash the Cello party? He got his 75 to 100% yesterday, and we don't know. Luke, shout out your pictures up. What's up? Yeah, I'm going to have to keep an eye on those pictures. I just added them in right now. So, we're going to have to see if that's the way to go. Slim in the house. What's up, Slim? It's been the trophy the entire time. Yeah, I'm sorry, Freddie, but now you see. Like, that's what it's supposed to be. There's Anthony. What's up, Anthony? There's Freddie. Freddie in the house. What's up, Freddie? Yeah, that's so cool, huh? See, now I get to see you guys. What's up? Very important. Slim, you're in the house, too. I got your photo up. Look at that, Slim. That's you, big guy. That's all you right there. Well, of course, we got Angel in the top. He's always there. So he's kind of like King VIP. You guys know that. There's AJ Crypto in the house. I know I love the Slim Doginator profile pic too. It is legendary. He is the Terminator. He is seriously. And I like the Pathfinder one you're seeing right now too. It's just Doge, man. It's just kind of cool. Like it's cool. It is what it is. But you guys rock, huh? So if I have to redo that every time, there's Craig right there. If I have to redo these every time that we get on stream, I will redo them early so that you have them up through the entirety of the stream, because it's important for me to see you guys so I can kind of communicate with you guys. We chat back and forth. There's Steve-O. Want to know what Steve's doing. Yeah, Slim Doginator. Slim Pick Rocks. I'm going to put this. Pick Rocks. Boom. And guys, this is part of VIP. If you're in VIP, etc., you kind of know what we're doing. If not, it's just we like to show off the guys. Be like, what's up, cool dudes in and around. Give them a little exposure. Make them feel at home all the time. That's the idea. So I'll work on a few modifications. I also have this image in my mind in terms of a new frame plate of what I want the frame to look like. I like the Ferrari. It's cool. It's nice. It's stylish. But as I look at the framework, I do have a different thing in my mind. There's something else that I see that's just really kind of cool. And it's kind of like and not really matrix style, but it's going to be cool. So I'll work on that as soon as possible to give you guys a cool frame plate to be around. But maybe you guys want to hang around that Ferrari emblem and stuff. It looks nice. That pic's awesome on you, Freddie. Cool. And yeah, Slim in the house. So what we're looking at right now on BTC is some slow, painfully slow price action. You guys know we are technically up and out of a bull flag on the 4-hourly. You guys know that the expectation would be a move to the upside. Okay, independent of the other time frames. Let's just focus on the 4-hourly. Okay, independently of the other time frames. 2.46%. That's not a bad move. Now the other time frames are a little bit more frustrating. You guys know that the other time frames are a little bit less inviting. So Cello reached its target. Congrats to the VIP who traded, because you booked a 70, 80, 90, 100%, 115% trade. If you guys just listen to that video, I shot you a video last night. You would have had to maybe hold a little bit longer if you were more aggressive. But look at this. Let's see what we have here. 88%. That was 88% at one point in time. I think I shot Angel one that was like 100 plus percent. It was really, really nice. And there we go. Cello Gold up 20%. Just nice, nicely done. And the cool thing was the video you guys got last night, just a heads up on Cello, just to cover it, just go through the framework, and it broken out of a nice pattern. Look at all these charts. Look at all these charts, guys. That's awesome, guys. We're rocking and rolling back here. Look at all these charts. That's just awesome. Look at this. There's a Cello video. Boom. On breakout. Bam. Nice. Nice move on Cello. Nice. VIP perks. That's what those are, huh? Working on those VIP perks 2022. Got to bring the heat, right? We got to bring that heat. So it would be really nice to see Cello pick back up into this zone. Let's take a look at what else we got. Let's, you saw that, huh? Look at that MACD on the bottom. Let me pull this up real quickly. You got to take a look at this MACD. Now, this is one of the things where like MACD is like, whoa. When you see this MACD, you're like, man, that's a MACD there. Let's take a look at this. Let's pull down the framework here. Let's put the relative strength index with the chop. Let's pull up the MACD. Yeah, let's see if we can pull that up. You see that on the left-hand side? I mean, that is just indicative of like nice price action to the upside with a peak. Now, we were falling down. You see it here. You see it. It did crest back up, bam, to the upside. So it can do that. It can fake and juke out and pop back up, which it did here. Boom. Looking at your patterns aligned, I'd say in tandem with your patterns, in tandem with the specific momentum lines are crucial. I think that you'll see some nice benefit to incorporating your pattern framework with your patterns with the actual momentum lines. So we got into negative territory on that specific. What is that 5-minute chart on the momentum? Very important. Yeah, on the 1 minute, we're actually, let's look at that 1 minute. Ouch! What is that trying to do on the 1 minute? Guys, we're supposed to be formulating some sort of a nice trajectory to the upside. Freddie, did you kill the party? What did you do? You took. Oh, Freddie, what are we going to do with you? Maybe it wasn't just you. It must have been the majority of the market participants taking it that higher level. Who? Freddie, in the hot seat right now. But we have to say that Freddie is a great trader. He probably represents that top, all the guys in the back, top 1% of 1% in the market, without a doubt. So, clear take. Freddie took towards the top. Congratulations to Freddie. Anyone else who traded on BTC? She's so slow. She does this, and then she lays waste to anyone else or everyone else. Let's see what we got here in terms of, I see, so that's some big money, Freddie. Yeah, Freddie did. Yeah, he may have crashed the market. Yeah, we don't know. Freddie, we won't talk about Freddie. He's got nice accounts. He's doing well. I'm happy to have Freddie in VIP. Let me have a sip of water here real quickly. All right. So let's see what we got. Yeah, I went like semi-pro, just to let you guys know. I don't know, at least like collegiate level. Because I'm hitting the iron a lot. I'm really working out, etc. Like going heavy in the gym. I mean, like heavy. And it's just cool because I went ahead and got some of those Gatorade, the green Gatorade squirt bottles with the orange tops on them that they have out on the fields and stuff. I trained. I was an assistant strength coach for the Blue Devils in college at Duke, and so I get in heavy with the weights, etc. Right? So, but I'm used to these sports bottles, and so I just got these, and now I just, it's no like dainty whatever, like a Fiji water bottle, none of that. I'm like, no, now I'm back to the true kind of athletic performance kind of ideal here. I feel much better with my Gatorade sports bottle. So, you know, however executive I get. I've got my, you know, here at my desk or wherever I am, I've got my Gatorade green and orange, kind of like right off the football field, sports bottle. So I'm right at home. Appreciate you guys. Let me take a sip. And there's only water in it at all times. See Cello moving a little bit. What do we got on BTC? Up just a touch. Cello just taking a look, because I mean it's the VIP have been trading. Cello trying to pick back up along that, essentially that, I'm going to say that top level of the fib, but you see how it's trying to carve out a little bit of price action in line with this preceding, and really what it's done, people have actually set orders right on that preceding. I mean, we did not, you know, we didn't have a chance to get a confirmation, did we? It just took the heck off. So orders were set right here at this preceding resistance. We just see a lot of times that there likes to be some patterning once we set after a nice throttle to the upside, right? Nice move to the upside, right? Some consolidation. We see that on BTC on the right hand side as well. After a nice move to the upside, some consolidation here. You know, some consolidation on this level here. BTC move to the upside and kind of a return to that same level. Just that's a good place for orders to kind of hang out down there. So I don't know. What's Cello doing? 1.1%. Where do you guys think Cello will be in 36 hours? Where do you think Cello will be in 36 hours? Interesting question. Cello, where will it be in 36 hours? Those are the kind of questions that pay, right? They pay. Yes, they pay. Let's look at this in terms of, ooh, that's a nice trajectory up. Let's take a look at this. Bam. Bam. Ooh. Ooh. You guys get that, huh? Ooh, that's tough. In terms of those extensions, you guys know what we're looking at, huh? Ooh. Got to tell you. I don't know. You guys deal with extensions a lot? Let's look real quickly, huh? You guys know extensions on BTC, right? I mean, we've gone through that, right? Let's go through them one more time. You guys want to go through the extensions on Bitcoin? Let's rock and roll them. I want you guys to understand this and for you to appreciate it very much. Okay, where we're currently at on BTC, check it out. Let's go and dig into the details in terms of how you draw them, everything about them, where we're at, and let's review this concept and apply it to Bitcoin. Let's see what we got. Bam, 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 bam. Clear up as much of that as I can and hit into your extensions. Right, it's under the second menu down underneath the trend line. Extensions. I'm going to draw 3 lines. Bam, at the bottom here. Okay, initiation of the trend. Bam, to the top. Boom. I'm going to bring it down. So that's hit 1, click 2, click 3 is right here in line with this specific bottom formation. If we wanted to go to the top, we could, but I'm going to go in terms of that bottom formation. We could go up to this secondary feature here. I'm going to go to the bottom. I want the low to the high to the low, period. All right, low to the high to the low, preceding price action trend formation to the low. Okay, that is my, these are my extensions. What do we hit at? We hit right into the 38.2. All right, what's the next level up? 53,090. At that 50%, golden pocket is 59,000. Okay, so to a large extent, this specific, and we can raise these up. Look at what happened when we raise these up to the preceding level. Please pay attention to this, guys. Big time stuff here. Pay attention to this. As you look at the preceding level here, let's, I don't mind that. Let's take that off. That's fine. The preceding level, I'm drawing from the low to the high to this specific low right here at that 38.2. You guys see that 38.2? Look at that. And that was the 38.2 in terms of the retracement here, right? There was a hit down into that 38.2 on the macro. Okay. Second level on the Fibonacci. Easy stuff. Okay. The 23.6 and the 38.2. Around 25%, around 40%. All right. In terms of this hit here, you see how we got to that top level? We couldn't break it. Couldn't get up over that extension level of Fibonacci. We just couldn't get up and over that. Coincided well with that 100 exponential moving average on the daily. We just got started to ride on the 200 exponential. So you see that in the framework very clearly here, right? That extension's huge, hugely indicated from this specific line, bam, from that preceding hit before the rest of the price action. You guys see that? Bam, hugely important. The low to the high to the low, bam, click, click, click. That's it. All right. And then you get that 23.6, that top level threshold. Okay, could have gone to the 38.2, didn't have the power, right? In terms of bringing this down to this next level, take a look. What do we got, guys? Now we beat that 23.6. Nice. We're up at that 38.2. The next level up would be, looks like a nice bull flag on the daily on the candles. It just does look, it looks like a bullish formation with a little bit of variety to it. Without a doubt, looks decent, guys. I got to tell you, it looks decent. Could it fail? Sure, but it looks that looks pretty decent on the daily candles. Haven't really taken a look at the daily candles in a bit. Probably good that we did. You got a nice nice bull pennant going there on the daily lines, or daily candle wicks. Sorry, so I sometimes do that. I call them lines. Daily candle wicks. Y'all check out the do check out that daily candle wick action. Pretty nice, guys. In terms of the specific hit up to that 38.2, this is crucial because it's such a direct hit onto that specific level of the extension. So was this preceding level. Look at this, right up and through that 23.6. But just do notice that the 23.6 gets floated up and above just a bit. The participants, the market does operate just above this extension, and then it capitulates. You will see that, and I've pointed that out multiple times, that you will see that in the market without a doubt. Okay, so to the extent that right now we're just perfectly within conformance, right tucked up underneath, and we have, I think, just barely. Let's see, have we at all? Yeah, it's slight. It's right at that 38.2. It's right at the 38.2. Now the next target level would be, again, that 50%. The next level after that, the golden pocket, the 61.8 to the 65th. Right. So as we look at these specific targets, I even have a target from the downside patterning. Really, our targets are these extensions. I mean, they've been playing very, very well, right? Extremely well. Now, this specific 23.6 here was not that clean. It was not that clean. You guys will notice that. Bringing this down, this really wasn't that clean of a level. That 38.2 just played, didn't it? So I'm noting that 23.6 was not that clean. And just for the record, we're going to note that. So to the extent that the extensions are right on, banging every single time, beautiful. To the extent that they're not, then we have a little bit of a discussion, right? Like in this preceding zone, let's get through some of that discussion. Let's go. If you guys will remember, we nailed this. I don't know if you guys remember this on Bitcoin spike. Bam. Move to the upside. Bam. Right? And this was a key feature. Looking at this specific level in here. We went to the low from zero. We went from ground zero, if you guys recall. Ground zero to the high, to the low, etc. There are multiple ways to approach the extensions. You can go from zero. You can go from the preceding trend here, right? From the initiation of the trend, breakout, right? This is ground zero to the top, played relatively well herein. You'll see that from ground zero to the top to this bottom that we achieved in the summer 2021. And pay attention to this, guys. It's a big deal. Okay, to that ground zero, that golden pocket, bam, slam dunk, right? In terms of that upside extension, you guys see that? Right in this zone. Let me clear up the secondary, the primary extension we did. From ground zero to the top, 65,000, preceding level to get us up to 69. You see that golden pocket? Bam. Boom. Perfect. Bam. You see that? Very nicely done. Okay, that was from ground zero. Now we have a preceding trend here to incorporate into the framework. The golden pocket here would be 57,000 to 59,000. 57.7 to 59. Just so we know, okay? Just so we know what we're looking at in terms of the extensions. It doesn't look bad on the daily. We're doing pretty well, guys. I got to tell you, it's not looking bad at all. In terms of that framework, not too bad. I don't mind that at all. I'm going to tell you guys, I really don't mind that. To the extent that I don't want it to push into a flag. All right, it's a pennant right now. It's a semi-symmetrical, okay, not perfectly structured, but a semi-symmetrical triangulation after move to the upside. To the extent that I just would prefer it not to formulate a flag, and those symmetrical triangulations have tended to want to do that recently. You guys know that they've wanted to push down into, if we were to carry that parallel channel function, the parallel channel from the top down to the bottom, they've wanted to turn into a flag. I wouldn't have a problem with it. I'd be happy. I think the market would love it if we could turn this into a flag. It'd just be nice to get up and out of this zone, right, before having to push down into a flag. It could involve an additional hit of support into the daily on that 100 exponential moving average. That'd be fine. We're just getting back into this zone of the 23.6. It's very interesting to be operating between these two zones on the 38.2 and the 23.6. Just that first and the second level of those extensions, right? It's just the reverse of your Fibonacci's, of your Fibonacci retracements. You have the 23 and the 38.2. Here on the extensions, you have 23 and the 38.2. Then you have, after the 38.2, you have the 50. Well, here's the 38.2, there's the 50, right? Then the golden pocket's up here. One of the golden pockets down here, right? So there are a few differences on the extensions when you get higher into those numbers. Okay, when you get higher into the extension numbers, and that's built that way for a reason. Cello, not done. Cello is not done. Let's see what it's doing now. Let's go into the 5-minute on Cello. Take a look at what she's doing. Hey, you get back over there. Let's see what we got on the left-hand side. Hope you guys are having a good week. Is it a good start to your week? Wow, it's already a new week. Asking you guys if you have a good start to your week. I have to legitimately ask that. I want to legitimately know that you guys are having a good week. All right, that's important to me, guys. It's not, the market's important, but it's not everything, right? You guys got to have a good work, life, family, all that good stuff. So I got to check in with you guys and make sure everything's going well. So in terms of that consolidation, in line with that preceding, you guys see that occurring. Very nicely done, isn't it? So we kind of anticipated that, didn't we? We'd like to see some sort of pattern construction. That would be ideal. Really just framework, unstoppable ascending triangle. That's always the trader's first choice. Without a doubt, that is every bullish trader. Their first instinct is show me an ascending triangle, right? The specific, let's say, this specific framework of a bull pennant, not bad. If we can pull this off, this would be huge for Cello. That'd be a huge deal, guys. Big, big, big deal. Let's look at the preceding zones here. I will point out for the fact that you had something of the sort in this zone here. Yes, sir. You had something to the degree of a move to the upside with a symmetrical consolidation in this zone. All right. Kind of a spill out. All right. This feature we will need to see buyers continue to pick up. All right. We would have appreciated buyers picking up just a bit more into this zone. You guys know that. We would appreciate the buyers picking up just a little bit more. Hit that line of resistance. Right. We don't want this. We don't want this, as I would look at kind of a this ambiguity as to whether or not this kind of a pattern would hold, right? We don't want to get into this. Is it this? Oh, and now it's if you trade a lot, you see these patterns that are a little bit stifled in here play to the downside. Could this be the pattern? Could it just be like this? We're about to get up and out. I will leave it to the Cello traders to answer that question. It would be rare. It would be rare. It would be really a phenomenal move. Rune is up and out. You guys been watching Rune? Have you seen Rune? Let's take a look at Rune. Let's take a look at the 4-hourly on Rune. Trying to pick up from a bull flag. Everybody paying attention to Rune. Looks like a bull flag on that 4-hourly. Check lower time frames. Yes, it does conform to a bull flag. Potential move to the upside would be a touch. It's moved pretty well this year. Brought this coin to VIP in 2021. It has traded like a monster. Guys, I know you set your targets at 86 on Rune. I know you did because it picked them up and took you up 300% this year. So very well done. 16% potentially indicated on that move for Rune. Okay, 16%. Not a bad move. All right, we need to break out, use prior resistance optimally as support, and bam, move to the upside. Just to cover it. Just to cover it. Let's see what we have on Cello back down. And what else we got with Floki, LRC, Jasmine, XMR, FXS. Nothing really too aggressive right now. Nothing too aggressive right now. Just kind of surveying the market. Want to take a look at what she's going to give us, hopefully for the next 24 hours. Hopefully some more good trades. Hopefully it's another 2X coin that I can feature for you guys. Boom, in the back. And be like, hey, what's up? You guys paying attention. VIP all the way. Because we talk about a lot of coins. So it's nice to see one. Feature on it. Bam. Way to go, VIP. That's awesome. You guys rock the house. What's up? Slim in the house. Slim, what's up, man? I'm going to give you some trophies. What's up, man? Some trophies. And what else I got on there? I'm still working on those specifics so that you guys know. I'm still working on the... I'll put Doge in there for you, bro. I'm still working on the different colored moon man that you put down there. That was so cool. I need to figure out how to upload those into my YouTube account. I can do that, but the moon man, I just think the moon man's cool. I turned Angel into a spaceman. I don't know if you guys knew that. I did. I turned him into a spaceman. When he gets here, I will turn him into a spaceman. But I turned him into a legit spaceman. It's pretty cool. graphic. So, Angel, hope you're doing well, my man. Hope everything's good. Angel's had a big birthday. So, every birthday is a big birthday in VIP. We hope you had a great time, without a doubt. So, this is the do or die area for Cello. We are hoping you can pick back up and produce some more gains. It would be phenomenal. Where will she be in 30 to 40 hours? 40 to 50 hours. Where will she be? We started that discussion on the extensions. Oh, yeah. Without a doubt, we went from zero, right? From zero to the wick high. Bam. And now we're looking at interaction right up and above, guys. Right on Cello. Right up and above. Let me see where we're at in terms of this. Let me see and make sure on this. Let me see this. It's kind of curtailed here on the screen. I want to make sure we're down into this level here. Yeah, we're seeing price action very close. Let me go to the line and see if it makes a difference on the line. No, that's fair enough. We're seeing price action. Really on the line is perfect on the daily. If I just go to the line, but you're within the range of that 23.6. Okay, you just are. That's the bottom line. You're within range of that 23.6. Now, if you can get up to that next level, if you can get up to that $6.30, I'm going to tell you that $6.39, there in about that $6.39, may fall a little bit short if you go on the candle wicks on the measurement of your extensions. And I'll actually do that to be more conservative. I'll be more conservative for you guys. In terms of that completion to the upside, you can see another 24, 25% move, 24% move to the upside. All right, so just so you know, if you can complete that next level up on Cello, this is how I would look at your steps. If you want to stair step something, I would stair step into those levels of the extension. Deal? You guys got it? That's what I would look at in terms of progress for Cello. I would look at that next level up. Bam. Right? You could do decently well on coins, by the way, by drawing out your extensions and saying, well, I want to accomplish this level. I want to accomplish this level. I want to accomplish this level. Well, what if I accomplish this level and the next level doesn't work? You could formulate, I would imagine, a pretty good, don't you guys think, a pretty good strategy for the market in terms of accomplishing different levels of upside price action, of entry on the lower levels of those Fibonacci's. Pretty good stuff. Yes, that's pretty good stuff, guys. Looking at the framework here, this is the completion, you can say this, the completion of the first move. Ooh, we got to go into something now. Hold on. We got to go into something on Cello. This is a repeating. You have to admit on this one, this is very interesting, okay? I'm thinking of Doge right now. As I look at the breakout here from this line of resistance on the candle wicks, you guys see this on the candle wicks, right? Now, there's one more level up here. This is not in play right now. That could be in play later on. Keep an eye on that with this the candle wick from this level. But generally, these two preceding highs, what we've fallen into up and over and out of, okay, up and over and out of this specific line of resistance, we have fallen into this bull pennant. This is somewhat relevant to me because now it can behave exactly how it chooses to behave. Okay, buyers must step in. Bottom line, buyers must step in. Otherwise, they're going to, they're going to step in somewhere. I would imagine, just maybe at a lower level. If we would look at this specific, with these specifics here. Now, in terms of the price targets, what I'm going to say is this just reminds me of Doge. The reason being, Doge got up and out of, let's pay attention real quickly, guys, got up and out of its own level, or it's up and out of its level of resistance, right? Here, and I think even within this framework here, it's even closer. There we go. Within that framework, I'll just talk about those lines right there. As we would look at that descending wedge, the Cello, just the dynamic of the breakout of a wedge or a line of resistance, right? And then the formation of a bull pennant. Boom. So that's two coins immediately right now. Doge up 2%. Nicely done. Doge pushing back in that channel. Always be prepared to operate fully in that channel. We talked about that. Very nicely done. Let's go, Doge. Doge's been cutting back and forth, rewarding traders. Like, without a doubt, rewarding those traders. You guys know that. So in terms of the specifics for this specific, let's say this specified move, the breakout of the resistance, and then a pennant, right? The triangulation on top. right? I'm seeing that on Doge after the breakthrough of the resistance, the pennant on top, the triangulation, and we're seeing that on Cello after the breakout of the resistance, this large line of resistance on the candle wicks, right? The fundamental framework of the macro, right? We broke up and out on the lower time frame. However, I'll say on the lower time frame, we are experiencing a triangulation. So not dissimilar. Understand we have targets below, without a doubt. So similarly expressed, I'm not uninterested in that dynamic, the comparative dynamic as we would look at it, technically speaking. I don't think you guys are either. It's noted. I normally say noted if I'm doing something in line with the technicals, doing comparative analytics, pardon me, not Atlanta analytics, analytics, pardon me. That was funny. I almost said the word Atlanta. That was just funny. Huh? Atlanta, okay, yeah. I don't know. I think I turned the news on for like 20 minutes earlier today at the Cigar Lounge. I think I got maybe brain affected. I'm not sure. I try not to watch the news ever. I apologize for that. It was just funny. The analytics, anytime that you're looking at those analytics, okay? So we would like to see this play out as on any coin, Doge included, with the move to the upside, right? And we have to focus on Cello just a bit because it just gave 100% to VIP yesterday. Boom, nice returns that they could have gotten. They got a majority of it. Some of them did. Move to the upside. We'd like to break this level of resistance. Bam, turn it into support, and boom, let's get up out of here. That would be phenomenal, huh? That would be a phenomenal move for Cello. And now that is a better proportion. As we look at that move to the upside in this specific proportion there, that is very nicely done. I think you guys will agree that's pretty nicely done. Not bad. So remember to never be overexposed to any higher price. It's not just a catch. It's not just a catchy line, guys. As you look at Doge and the framework of some of these other coins that have retraced 86, 90%, just remember that. Okay, it's important. And what we say, guys, what else you guys looking at? Would be interested to know what you guys are looking at. What else do we have on the map? What else could move? Let's see that QOM. Yeah, we looked at that. The Sheeb killer. I'm not into killer coins, just so you know. I'm really not into those dynamics. But to the extent that it wants to do something. If it can knock a couple zeros off, it may add a couple zeros too. So definitely beware. As you guys would see, that coin I think is listed on LBank. Pretty cool exchange. Guys, make sure you sign up on LBank if you're not already signed up. And it's cool because I hope I get the majority of your, at least what you've tried to trade or you have traded. Not if you've canceled orders, something like that, but the trades that you put through. I wish I had the cancel orders as well, just to know kind of how VIP are doing, right, in terms of their trades. What are you focused on? The more I know about what you guys are trading, the more custom I can make the experience. Just bottom line, the more custom I can make the experience. We could share rebates or whatever. I'm not worried about that. But that's not the. I'm not gonna become wealthy off of rebates. I'll promise you that off of LBank. That's not the idea. It's just that I can see, to the extent that I can see what we're trading, what as a group, what all we're trading is just it's beneficial for me. So I'm kind of pushing the right direction on that in terms of content creation. So this line of support seems like it's going to be a difficult line for Cello. I'm just going to say that. And it just seems like that typically when you are along that line and trying to pick up, that's just typically how they feel. So we will see Cello either surprise to the upside or capitulate and offer some additional. If there are orders here to fill it, they will take price up. Boom. The exchange, just the natural, those orders will take price up. Actually, as you guys understand that. If the orders are filled in this level, it will allow for the price to move up, bottom line, right? At this level. If not, then the price line will find its way to a place where orders are going to fill in the market, right? So she's trying to kick up. Would love to see that. That'd be nice. I think Freddie still has a position. What's up, Freddie? Looking at BTC, huh? Look at Cello. Look at it stepping up on BTC. You guys see this going on? This is a big deal. I have to kind of comment just a touch. This is a big deal. Not to sound like a professional, but it is. It's kind of stepping up on BTC. You see this on the right, BTC? I mean, Cello, don't outperform BTC like just right in front of everybody here on live stream. You can't do that. I mean, you presented 100% trade yesterday to VIP, Cello. However, just it's like looking, it's just like it's very comparable in terms of this. Now, the left side of your screen presents a nice run to the upside. You guys see very textbook pattern. with that nice run to the upside, then the symmetrical consolidation. Now, in terms of whether it fails or succeeds, the one thing we like is this move to the upside, right? That strong move, lots of momentum, bam, move to the upside. Look at the stodgy BTC. I'm not denouncing BTC. We love BTC, but technically, I want a stronger move. Bitcoin, I want a stronger move to the upside to give traders the expectation of repeating this move, bam, to the upside. Here, if I try and repeat this on Bitcoin, one of the problems is I can say, well, it's just this portion right in here from this level, because there's such a staggered set here. Well, no, it's the next level down. Well, actually, no, I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive, and it would be the next level down. Well, guys, let's be as aggressive as we can, and let's do the next level down. Do you guys see what this does? I'm just going to tell you, you wind up, honestly, with an upside projection looking like this off of BTC. Okay, so this level of uncertainty is difficult at best. Let me see if I can grab that. And you wind up literally looking like this. Look at this. With these potential, and I've done this on BTC before, I've done this on Ethereum before, and you guys who have paid attention for a while, you know that. See, this is what you run into if you don't have a strong, whether or not it can complete to the upside. If it can complete to the upside, you're completely out of this framework in terms of the multitude of different targets to the upside based upon the fact that you have failed to provide the traders with a really strong move to the upside. You guys see how important that is? Just hugely important, technically speaking, for the formation of a bull pennant. We want to repeat the preceding move. When we have 4 or 5 preceding moves, this is what that starts to look like on BTC. Now, there are other patterns that can compensate for that in terms of upside from asymmetrical triangulation, etc. Right? You guys know that. So we're not stuck with that on BTC as the only guiding mark, right? We're just not. So let's see what we have on Celo and on BTC. BTC not looking bad, guys. Just not looking poorly at all. That 4 hourly still, I like the 4 hourly on Bitcoin. It's showing a nice breakout on that specific bull flag. Very nice, very important. You guys see that nice move to the upside? Bam. Then that downward sloping channel. Hugely important. Celo trying to get up and out on that 5 minute. Let's see what we have on the 1 minute real quickly. All right, in terms of the 1 minute is not as nice. We spent a lot of time on this lower level. You guys see that? A lot of time on this lower level of support, without a doubt. I don't think that Celo has been very tricky to trade thus far today. It's been pretty straightforward. You guys know that. So what would be required here if we're going out of the 1 minute, just to get a little more detailed with things, we need the buyers to break through this line of resistance here along the top. Real simple prescription for a move up. Very, very easy in terms of the prescription. When would the entry be indicated? With the breaking of the resistance, boom, up and over, and bam, with some momentum, the trade is indicated. Okay? That's technically when the trade indicates breaking resistance up and over, flipping prior resistance with a move, boom, to support, and bam, up to the upside. That would be when the trade is technically indicated. Okay? If you're choosing to, flash trade these moves, these intra moves, no problem. To the extent that, let's see what we got in the market right now. Let's see, LRC room. Let me check out the Binance coins, see what's moving today. CTX, not bad. CTX, CFX, key, flow moved. You guys were looking at flow the other day, huh? Congrats, VIP. It is up 5%. A little bit slow in it. Just a lot from 3 to 4%. Could be a strong day in the market. Would like to see a strong day in the market, without a doubt. So on that 1 minute, we're still looking for buyers to step in on Celo, breach this line of resistance, bam, and confirm resistance into support, move to the upside with momentum. Now, Celo has had a ton of momentum previously throughout the day. 25%. It was 100% of a move in terms of profit on a 3L. Huge, huge profit. So when you look at this move, it's just been very profitable for VIP. Anyone else who has paid attention as we have traded it. What we got? Coin, new coin, animal. Cool. What's animal? Animal coin. Let me look that up over here. Let me see what we got. That's Luke in the house. ANML. Let's see. Let me look on the liquidity search first of all and see if it is. Animal Concerts. Animal Concerts is on Gate, Boy, and Bitmart. Okay, so let's see. It is on Gate already with 259 million at 25 cents. In terms of overall volume, let me look at ANML Crypto. Let's check it out. Thanks for the heads up. That is cool, Luke. Let's see what we got. ANML. Let me see if we want to feature this. ANML Concerts price. And let's take a look at this real quickly. Dun. I'll bring it up on another page and see if we can get it up and over here. Whoa. This is cool, huh? This is cool stuff. Snoop diggity dog. Okay. Concerts are proud to announce a partnership with Avila Brothers, Billy Ray Cyrus, and Snoop Dogg as executive producers for their new hit song, Stand By, for some big announcements with Animal Concerts and this amazing team. Animal Concerts. Stream 2D and 3D concerts to global audiences. What else we got here? Partners, Cointelegraph, this and that. The artist, Alicia Keys. Yeah, that looks great, doesn't it? Alicia Keys is one of the artists. Very cool. Busta Rhymes, very cool. Killer, let's go. Bands and artists, etc. Real token utility. That doesn't look bad at all. Let's see how she is doing. That's one of those Gate tokens, huh? Whoa. Pretty wild in terms of that original feature. I may bring that to you guys in 2 seconds. Let me take a look at Gate, see what Gate is saying about it. What is it doing? ANML. Boom. Let's take a look at Gate. I agree, that looks like a cool token. Without a doubt, looks like a pretty cool token. So it's at 25 cents, I think it was. Let me take a look at the 1 minute chart. Where's the 1 minute chart? And let me see if I can bring that over for people to look at. So ANML, very cool. Let's see what it is doing. It's up 9%, 10%. That's done very well. It was at 2. No, it was at 14. Not 2. It was at 14. Let's see what it's done. Maybe it was at 2. It was at lower than that, 0. Let me see the price on the liquidity checker. 2 cents, not 25 cents. It's at 2 cents. Okay, that makes sense. And it was at 0.005. Let's see on the 30-minute. Oh, yeah, it's doing quite well. It beat a very near descending triangle. Very nice. It is pushing up a little bit. Yeah, we can look at the chart real quickly. I'll swoop this over. Let's see what ANML is doing. Not a bad chart. If you scheduled in at the lower levels, yeah, not bad at all. Looks like it's completing a kind of, I would like to say a pennant formation, really a descending triangle, beating a descending triangle. Those are difficult to trade for the expectations of the market, but not a bad return. If you traded that, congratulations, Luke. Looking at the overall on it, yeah, 266% in a few days. Looks like it has nice momentum. Pardon me. And as we would look at the coin, it's something else. Look at this. The girl with the mask, with all this stuff. Token launch, ANML. Got Snoop Dogg, Billy Ray Cyrus, Busta Rhymes, etc. Launched live concerts, Alicia Keys, Busta Rhymes, all different kinds of stuff. So that's a new coin that's doing very well on a new coin launch. Very nice. I have not been paying as much attention to Gate because you have that deadline. The deadline to get off of the entirety of so I've been playing with a test account on LBank to see, trade some of the features, make sure they're working for you guys, etc. In terms of Gate, it's been very I don't know, guys, it's just been, Gate was a great account. I know that Angel, you're trading it heavily. Angel and I have traded it heavily on Gate, like very heavily. It handles a lot of liquidity, 7-figure positions, etc. Without a problem whatsoever. I think Angel, I'll talk to him in terms of whether or not he wants to talk about anything that's going on Gate right now or on LBank right now. Okay, I will discuss that with him at my first opportunity and get with you guys in terms of what he is. I don't know. I just, in terms of the overall liquidity, with L Bank, it's a bit more restricted. Gate was powering through. You guys know that. Gate was powering through with some very nice. I mean, guys, it was literally the liquidity was nice. I mean, we'd have to say it was just like at least on BTC5L was nice. On Dot, even Dot, Angel, I know that you're really into Dot. A lot of liquidity on Dot 5L. L Bank doesn't always have all the liquidity available on and please listen to this. They don't have all the liquidity available on the other 3L or let's say 3S or 5L or 5S. However, L Bank does have a market price function. So I've been experimenting with that a little bit in terms of setting a specific order on a 3L or 3S, even being out of position, etc., and see how it would perform even if you were to choose like a market price, and how badly does it penalize you on a market price order. So that market price function is nice to have on LBank. You don't necessarily have to jump it, but into the order book, it will pre-configure it for you to the extent that that's a fair market price. Would like to hear some feedback from you guys in terms of whether or not you do feel that that is. As we're watching Cello pour down just a touch through the specific line of support. Don't want to necessarily see that, but yes, it looks like a little bit of a rough spot here. So trade was not indicated to the upside. Would have been nice in terms of that move. Would have been a nice feature. We just saw a descending triangle on Animal. You guys just saw that on Animal, ANML, that new coin that did complete to the upside. We just saw that complete to the upside from a descending triangle. That would be the next play, the feature for pickups in this zone. But that's not what we want to see on Cello. Looking for positive price action. Wanted to bust up and out. Busted that smaller feature to the upside. So the trade did not indicate to the upside over the resistance. Bam, right? To flip the resistance into support and a move to the upside. So it is with Cello. Let's see what she decides to do in terms of potential pick up. And let's look at where she's at in the market right now. Let's go ahead and take a look through. Congrats to anybody who took. I know that Freddie took. Way to go, Freddie. Very nicely done. I'll get into, I want to finance. Wrong list. Let's see. So we're going through a transition in terms of gate to LBank. I would just say that XT is also an interesting framework to look at, just so that you guys know. And yes, Animal looks cool. Animal looks very cool with the inclusion of Alicia Keys and Snoop Dogg. And I'll put that to Luke without a doubt. So in terms of shifting over to LBank, it seems, I'll say this, the actual application seems nice. If you guys have worked with the trading application, it updates very frequently. It's very nice in terms of its ability to update frequently. And it's very immediate from what I've noticed. And so I guess to the extent that it provides a good alternative to Gate, since Gate is being restricted from the USA, it's just it's kind of a necessity at this point that we move on to a different exchange. I would expect more of that type of a scenario as we look at regulations and everything else potentially coming down into the framework, then less or fewer of those situations coming down into the framework, right? So that is what it is. That is just the truth. Unfortunately, like, we have to deal with those things. As Angel would say, we have to evolve. So looking at the, let's look at the framework here in terms of prior breakout. Not much picking up right now in terms of for Cello. So congrats to the people who took on the top. Trade not indicated to the upside from that point of breakout, right? Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. Targets are currently deployed. Now, the extent to which we were just in a pennant formation and we would push to a flag, that's what I would like to see on Cello right now. Would like to see this 38.2 pick up and see this parallel channel formation here. If we were to look at this, let's see. Where do we go to? The trend line, go to the parallel channel, and seeing this specific framework pick up somehow in this zone as a as a specified option for the framework of what the catch pattern is, right? And it may have a little bit of deviation from that top line, that resistance parallel channel, I'd say takedown, or yeah, we may have a little bit of variation from that, just so that you know. This wasn't a perfectly structured symmetrical consolidation in terms of the pennant, so we may have some, we may have a little bit of I'd say some variety or variability in terms of that bottom line function. So, yeah, we'd like to see that 38.2 pick up and to formulate a bull flag. That would be the next opportunity for a trade on Cello. Let's look at the other coins and dig into where you guys are at. Let's see, baby Doge, and let's see, boom, 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 boom. Let's see what we got on Doge. We could check out Doge real quickly. Doge up 2%. And yeah, we started trading L Bank. You guys know this, like 6 months ago. We peppered into like just a few. Look at this. This is a nice Jasmine. You guys taking a look at Jasmine on the 5 minute? Not bad in terms of pattern formation. Look at this. The symmetrical consolidation. Boom, move to the upside. Very nice, huh? Not bad. That's good patterning for anything. That's good patterning on Jasmine. Let's put it in the context and see where it's at. Not bad, guys. Interesting for Jasmine. Good to see some technicals playing out. Symmetrical, break up and out confirmation with an expectation of a move here. That's nice. Just as good to see the technicals in play, right? Jasmine with a potential additional move for, what's that, about a 4% move to the upside. So, yeah, we haven't dug in full throttle with L Bank, like kind of the old, this last year sometime. Like there were, what was it, Baby Doge or something like that? Or not Baby Doge, it was Doge Cola or something else weird came up like that. I'm like, okay, he's going to be on L Bank. So we started doing something like, with some coin that probably wasn't going to be too much, but we went ahead and said, let's open an account just for that purpose anyway. Maybe in Saitama. I think Saitama it was. Most people got out of Saitama before the Vegas show. If there's a party or a Saturday Night Live or anything else like that, just leave it, right? Almost. They got out of control in Vegas, as I recall. That was tough. So, looking at that framework, let's see. Looking at Jasmine looking pretty good on that 5 minute. Just nice to see the patterning. Would have this upline resistance here. Always, you guys know, draw your trend lines, right? That's what you stopped out on that line precedingly. After that, looks like multiple hits here, isn't it? Looks like almost. You got one confirmation down. You need to break that line of resistance. That would be nice on Jasmine. Few slow moving coins, right? Let's see, Doge. Sheeb has slowed down, hasn't Sheeb? Not necessary for the let's see this, guys. Look at this. In terms of another symmetrical consolidation, kind of a pennant formation. Not bad. Huh? Looking at that, not bad at all. Level of resistance. Now, the breakout's not clean. As we look at this, we pushed or failed, faked out, back within that specific line of support, actually underneath it, and now trying a secondary breakout. That's unfortunate. Sheeb had the opportunity to break out for hourly. Its technicals have not been as strong recently. I have to say that. Just it really went through a long period where its technicals were just immaculate. As of recently, the technicals have been a little bit lackluster in terms of its performance. Normally, when it breaks out, it breaks out. It conforms very well to pattern, I'd say standards of TA, etc. Recently, it's just been, not that it won't just blow up again and outperform like it did when we started talking about it previously here. Bam, move to the upside. That was a nice bull flag that could have really trajected to the upside. Just a general formation here, but got a little sloppy on the level of support and just refused to really complete that strong move to the upside. So we're watching a consolidation in Sheeb, and there's not too much wrong with this specific layout and the expectation of this symmetrical triangulation. Okay, amplitude move to the upside. If we could get up and out of this zone, would be nice. Let's see. I said it would be unlike Sheeb because Sheeb always makes us wait for such a long period of time. You guys know that. But yeah, another 50% on Sheeb would be nice. Would be nice to see that, without a doubt. Just kind of hanging out with Doge. The Doge. It's just something about Doge. You just have something to really talk about. You have something to enjoy, to relax, and to discuss with Doge. Not all coins have that aspect to them. You guys know this. Not all the coins are nice to talk about. Like, not at all. Like, we're sitting here talking about Cello. What is Cello? A layer 1 programming language or something. It wants to go up. Great. It goes up. People make money on it. They double their money. That's great. But, it's not Doge. But you be the judges. Do you want to be that trade mindset where it doesn't matter what you're trading, you just want to trade it? If it's going to go up, you want to trade it. Where do you want that culture along with it? The culture along with it, something to talk about. Yeah, you could look at it. It could cost you money, you know. It could, while there's no price action on Doge, etc., or it could really perform well, right? So it'd be nice to see this pick up into a bull flag for, again, Cello. Who, no one knows what Cello is, really. I mean, it's a layer one, you know, technology type deal. But let's shout out to the VIP. Hope you guys are doing well. And in 2022, we welcome all of you guys to be, you know, VIP if possible from the base camp, etc. We're having a great time in the back. I brought Cello to the crew. After I'll say to the group after I had we had talked about it and waited on it for a couple of days. You guys know that, probably 3, 4, maybe 5 days overall since we really heard mention of it. And some of the coins just take off well. This one took off real well. It was I think one of Freddie's biggest trades. So glad that we featured it last night. Cello getting some negative price action now. It's not what we wanted to see, but it's not over. People are hitting targets. Remember, buy it, support, sell it, resistance, and trade your patterns and hit your targets. You guys know that. So yeah, that's a big, pretty big drop for Cello as we look at the overall entirety of what it had managed to accomplish versus what it has accomplished. Now, let's see the framework that is currently fitting into it. Was up at one point, I think, on L Bank at 100%, and as I'm looking at it now in the background, it's up 56%. So it's cooled off about 40%. I'm not sure where that all sits. I'm not sure if that's accurate to the current day pricing or not. You guys can help me out with that. But buyers need to pick up. They failed this pattern here. You know, can they formulate a bull flag? You know, it'd be nice to see. Can buyers step in? Will they step in? Right? If not, they're going to take price down to a lower level where buyers are present. Just real simple. Easy does it kind of stuff. Looking at that top line formation from the, let's say, 1 minute time frame, gets a little bit drastic here. Maybe looking at somewhat of a, if we can catch this level here, I'd say somewhat of a falling wedge. Not ideal. We would prefer always to have a bull flag out of asymmetrical consolidation. We just would. So to the extent that this is the line, 1 minute's not a very good look on Cello right now. So it's making me want to just hang out with Doge and BTC. That's okay. And Bitcoin's just frozen in time. You guys know Bitcoin does this. It's just completely frozen in time. It is on the 4 hourly, so it's going to seem like that anyway. But the level of price action, or the lack thereof, is just very, very frozen in time. Very slow moving. It has been recently. We like this volatility. We like the price action to be directional, right? Typically directional when it just moves sideways, right? It will approach a threshold here at some point, but we really prefer it to be a directional up and down, not directional to the right kind of move, right? Cello looking like it's pushing a little bit further. And what is BTC? Yeah, BTC is just doing what BTC is doing. Let's see what we got on BTC. We may move to what we move to as well. We could go to, Cello looks like it doesn't even want to. I mean, come on, Cello. What are you doing, huh? Freddie just crashed the party. Way to go, Freddie. You completely crashed the market. If Freddie got out at the top, he's VIP. He completely crashed the market. He just rained on everybody's parade. Way to go, Freddie. Completely crashing the Cello market. It was 100% on 3L, and look at it now. Completely just thrashing to the downside. Freddie, VIP, hammering the markets, which is just fine with us. Way to go, Freddie. Way to go. Congratulations. I hope it felt good, huh? You just took that money from the market. Just take it all from the market, deflate it. Just like high speed, what are those, like 100-mile-an-hour like spikes for your sports car, just taking out all the tires. That would be Freddie. Taking the cash out of the market. Just boom. Just do it, man. If you got to do it, do it. That's what it's there for. It's there for you to take. Good job. Always ready to take profits, without a doubt. Let's see if it's going to go screaming to the upside now. Maybe it just needs to get talked to a little bit. Let's see what, and it had a good day yesterday, but it took hours to develop. You guys know that it took so many hours to develop. kind of got hot towards the end of the day, huh? Last percentage there got kind of hot. It went up 5 or 6%, and yeah, just I'm always worried by small micro patterning. You guys know that. Always kind of concerned about small micro patterns to the extent they want to disappoint. They frequently do. So, let's see here, and let's see up through. Something like this would be fine as I'm just drawing out things. It's just, just Cello. What is Cello? I have no idea. I know what Cello is. It's a layer 1 blockchain solution or something. I mean, what about Doge, man? Doge. Like Doge, give us 2% or 3%. We'll work with you, Doge. Move 2 or 3%. We'll work with you on a 5L, okay, or a 5S. All right, let's get past the Cello stuff. Cello's nice, 100% gain. We love it, but Doge. If something's going through the roof, we'll take a look at it. But Cello's calmed down. I don't want it on our screen right now. I want Doge and I want BTC. Sheeb is definitely an option at all points in time. Sheeb. Ape is an option, absolutely. Actually, Lanchester, if you're still there, want to let you know Ape is always an option. I'll even put the Shiba Predator on there. Period. I like the killer coins that they're really going to produce, but it's going to be a long distance journey there for that Shiba Predator to flip the market cap of Sheeb. That could be like a year or two, guys, but it could be really interesting to watch that happen. You could add a lot of zeros to a position. I don't know. So many zeros you wouldn't have to have a big position. You guys know that? That's cool, huh? There you go. Be reasonable. So it is 9:35. I think we started streaming early. I hope you guys are doing well. We are looking for a potential breakout of BTC up and over this triangulation. Would be nice. We do not want to fall back down into this specific descending triangle framework. We don't want to go down to the line of support again. I'm going to tell you, we just don't want to. We do not want to capitulate down to this level of 44,000. Okay, we don't want to break 45,000. How about that? If you're going to look at it real simply, really the 44.5 is like no man's land. Keep us away from 44.5, okay, on BTC. You stay north of 45.5. 46, stay north of 46 is great, but really north of 45 to 45.5. Just don't go down here. Don't want another flat set on this descending triangle. We do not. Just telling you guys. All right, Doge up 1.2%. The market's pretty chill right now. Not much going on. And we started it with Cello, just to let you guys know. Just wanted to congratulate all the VIP who traded yesterday up to 100% trade. That's the benefit of being in VIP. Way to go. It's off a little bit today. After jumping up, it went up 5%, it's down 3%. A lot of volatility. Be prepared always with lower prices, with, I say, orders at lower levels is what we would say. So this is London. Appreciate you guys streaming. It's Monday, so I wanted to get to you with something a little bit early, talk about something good. On Monday, we hit a 100% gainer. That would be the VIP in the back who got the update. Boom, with Cello. We had talked about it beforehand. Shout out to all the VIP who brought it up. In addition to all the multitude and host of coins you guys bring up, I'm really glad I got your pictures working. If you guys VIP, if you guys want me to discuss any coins or anything like that, I will review them technically. If I do a feature like on it here specifically, then that just means I've reviewed the technicals in depth, like on Cello, and that was last night, and it just seemed like I should do a video for you. And yes, it went up 100% on the 3L, on 3L. So that's nice to see, right? So I may look at the technicals in a little bit from hold on BTC and do a small video on BTC. We're all fully aware of the fact that we have hit on a lateral function on BTC. Is very close, isn't it? You guys see the lateral function that we've hit into. If I were a BTC participant, which I am, I would want to see potentially something lower than where we're at. And people who trade a lot know why. I guess except to the extent that we would want to count this as, there's so much variability in the charts right now of BTC. It's not even, that's why I keep going. As I go through the different options, inevitably I go back to, you guys know, I inevitably go back to the weekly to bring forth the symmetrical triangulation. As we look at the daily, let's look at the daily real quickly. All right, on the daily on BTC. amidst all the variability and everything else, it's literally we're in a position where we have enough to discuss, right? This ascending triangle work is, and I'm preaching to the choir because I know when you guys like have something on your desk or otherwise, and you're looking for different patterns, etc., and you walk back in the room and you see this formation, you're like, that's an ascending triangle. I just know because you deal with charts enough, right? So this one keeps gnawing at the participants big time, right? And the notion that on the daily it is confirmed off of this line is just not really the confirmation we wanted to see. I'll tell you that much. Yes, it hits into that 200 exponential, but the problem is we don't want it to confirm up and above an indicated rising wedge. We're not into that. And the reason would be the following. It's a bearish feature at some point, right? Now, if it would get down and over here quickly and operate along the line of support, I'd be thrilled. It wouldn't be, I say, it might not feel good to go down into this level, go down 8% or go down, what would this be? 10%. It would feel like a lot, right? But what it would do, just on the record between you guys and me, if I were trading something that were moving quickly on a lower time frame and I got to just see it play and I got to choose A, B, or C, this would be A, B, and C. I just rather do this very quickly on a lower time frame, get down into here, express this level of support again with a flat top here. Bam, let's set an ascending a real. Hey, what is up, Thiago Lisboa? Nice to have you subscribe. I had that on so that we can welcome you to the channel. Wanted to let you know, welcome to the channel. Very nice to have you here. You're welcome to join our trade group, Basecamp, or VIP. I just brought the VIP a 100% trade on 3L Cello last night. So that's what we did on Monday. I'm not sure what you did today. Hopefully you've been trading. We focus on TA, etc. And welcome to the group. What's up? I'm a former financial professional, not financial advice, etc. We focus on BTC and altcoins and the fundamentals of technical analysis. So to the extent that I could, just project this into a level of perfection, immediate perfection, and have it do what I would want it to do, I would say I'd love to revisit this line ultimately because I have a flat top already indicated within threshold, guys, in the 4 hourly, right? It's just a nice flat top here. And just, I guess, before we were to end this session of TA, etc., the stream, I wouldn't mind another hit down here. Just as you would project out and look at a framework that there's probably orders along a line of support, right? As we discuss, not enjoying the componentry or the implication here of a rising wedge, okay? This specific rising wedge, not that it's a deal killer. It's not a deal killer, right? It's not a market killer. But essentially, it's something we would want to break down from. Probability says we would break down from that specific line of support at some point. Okay. Now, of course, we have the other specific patterns in play. Of course, we have all these patterns. We have this support to the resistance, cross trend line. Clearly, we have upside targets straight from here. But the fact that we're operating now, given this stop here above that 200 exponential moving average, the fact that we're operating now, and we have a nice high upside target up to this, up to I'd say 50. And we've measured that out in the candle wicks to be the most aggressive as we possibly can. You guys know that candle wicks include the entirety of the price action, this entire symmetrical consolidation, right? That just to go through the upside targets again, right? And we're at 55 plus candle wicks going as extreme as we could up to a 57.7, right? To the extent that that we have complicated things by establishing an additional flat top here on the 4 hourly. It's not shared on the daily. We can state that much. I just like flat tops. If you guys know me and trading, and that's what got me on the Cello. You see, there's a nice flat top here on Cello. As you would look at this, look at the pattern framework on Cello. You see this? What I had brought to the VIP. Look at that flat top. Bam. Now that one just produced 100%. Okay, in one day for VIP. So when I see a flat top, I'm attracted to it. BTC is a slow mover. The one thing that complicates it on BTC, well, it's slow, right? It's going to take forever to get down here, right? It's going to take forever to get back up here. And I don't disagree at all. So would that change my preferences? Potentially. I'll let you know, potentially. Would it be better to get just up and out real quickly to this level? I would rather trade more. So to me, I'm not looking for an ultimately like higher price period. I would like to get more volatility on the way to the price if possible, if we can achieve that in a quick fashion. It's because we like to trade. That would be our group. So we've been trading on Gate for a long time. We trade on people in the group trade on everything from Gate to Crypto.com to not a good interface, by the way, to what else will we talk about? To XT, to Binance, all different kinds of coins. This is the one, or exchanges, pardon. This is the one feature here that's interesting. If we were to flip this, let's just look at it and review it real quickly, just to talk about it. Okay, not that it's dispositive at all, but when we're looking at this break, essentially, when we're looking on the, and I've inverted the price action, but looking at the symmetrical triangulation from the interior, this specific framework that we would look at the parallel channel breakdown. Let's look at this parallel. Where is it? Parallel. That's on the actual trend line. There we go. The parallel channel. Taking this line of, it would be support to a resistance, right, down into the framework that we would look at in terms of a parallel channel function. That's one interesting thing, as we always see. We see this so frequently. Any kind of a pennant right here, a symmetrical triangulation, boom, pushing to a channel framework. We see it frequently. We see it so frequently on the micro, but it would surprise us here, I guess, to the extent it would surprise us to continue to operate there. I don't want to be bearish on Bitcoin. That's just the last thing I really want to do. And to that effect, I will state that on the daily time frame, I will remain bullish as long as we keep this specific resistance to a level of support. And as long as we maintain this line, I'm bullish. And as long as we maintain threshold above or price above the 200 exponential moving average, which is in purple behind you, or behind the price right now, in the background, you'll see that, not behind you, but behind the price action, that is a key feature for us to reinforce, confirm off of, and move to the upside. It's one of the key definitions of an uptrend. Very easy. You guys know that. So what I'll do is I will be in the back with the VIP. I'll try and bring you guys another great coin. You guys bring me one as well. I'll do the diagnostics on it. If you guys track something down you think maybe on the move, I would love to bring you guys some additional features here in terms of like Cello or anything else that may move another 100%. Congrats. That's a way to start the week. And if you're in a position where you've given just a touch of it back here with it down 3%, I don't know. I think Freddie took most of the market out of took the wind out of the sails. So what we'll say is congrats on Doge. Anyone who booked a trade last night, if you're on leverage with Doge, etc., that could have been a sweet trade. Nice price action after we brought that video. Nice to see Doge up and down 4% and 5%, 6%, etc. Nice to see that, guys. So we will stream tomorrow. I appreciate you guys being here. I'll be in the back, and we'll cover the details on the additional coins that we have in addition to the pricing targets, the levels of support, resistance, and those patterns, guys. Crucial time to be alert in the market is a lot of these coins are moving. Let's see if we can catch that next 20 to 30% mover on the day, VIP. Sound good? Let's see if we can catch another 100% mover. Way to go. Way to start the week, guys. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. You guys take care of yourself. Remember, eat well, sleep well. Take care of those relationships you knew were worth investing in before you started investing. And now that you're investing, take care of these. Let's go, Bitcoin. Stay above this line of resistance to support. Let's see if we can break up and above. Do note that flat top on the 4 hourly. All right, do note that flat top on the 4 hourly. Not something we've really commented on, but really nicely done as we continue to trade ascending triangles. It just started to scream at you, right? When you really see it now, it's like, whoa, we got a flat top, right? So that's good for us to put into context. After we traded Cello, we kind of got that from, I'd say I kind of picked this up just in terms of visually as we would look at this specific pattern formation here. Now it would require another hit along a level of support, which we do not have. So it may be premature to state that. I'll agree with that. But to the extent that we have something potentially to look forward to, were the price to capitulate. Were it to capitulate, we may have something to look forward to in terms of a line of support pickup and a pattern already pre-designated that we could fold into the framework as something that could be completely bullish, even with the notion that we would be falling down to a lower level of support. I believe we are on the same page, right? That's right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. This is London with